4 minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn has jumped out to a 3-0 start, but today it gets real. The number 20 Tigers against number 1 Houston in Birmingham. Good afternoon to War Eagle from Legacy Arena and the Battleground 2K25. With Randall Dickey and Brad Law, I'm Andy Murray. Auburn disposed of Wofford last week behind a career-high 21 points from Elijah Freeman. Keyshawn Hall scored 20 for the third straight game. He's averaging a double-double in the season. Like Auburn, Houston's season ended in the Final Four last year. Kelvin Sampson returned 3 starters from the national runner-up. 2 heralded freshmen round out the starting 5. Since 2016, no team has won more games than Houston. The Cougars will likely be one of two #1 teams that Auburn faces in the pre-conference season. Purdue and Indianapolis just before Christmas, the other. A year ago, a win over Houston was Auburn's coming-out party. In front of a big orange and blue crowd today in the Magic City, can the Tigers make it 2 in a row against the Cougars? We'll find out in the next 2 hours. The CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball, all to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CBNS Bank has a long history of stability, and just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Bethune-Cookman, Merrimack College, and Wofford. That's Auburn's first 3 games. The step up to today is a big one for the Tigers, as Auburn, ranked number 20 in the country, gets the #1 team in the country in the Houston Cougars. War Eagle, we welcome you to Legacy Arena in Birmingham. It's going to be a big Auburn crowd here today as the Tigers get the Cougars on a neutral site for the second straight year. Along with Brad Law, who will join us in a few moments, I welcome in Randall Dickey for this one here today. A year ago in Houston, a big comeback for Auburn. It was really an announcement for the rest of the team, or the rest of the country, that Auburn team was a team to be reckoned with 1 year ago.
Well, it was one of the biggest statements that the Auburn Tigers made last year, going down to Houston and coming out with a win. It was a breakout party for Tahad Pettifer. He came off the bench. I believe he got 19 points. Just really played terrific, but really made a statement. And like you said, it sent a message across college basketball, catapulted the Tigers in, eventually becoming the #1 team in the country and staying there for a number of weeks throughout the season.
That was an Auburn ball club that returns one guy from that. Now, it was Tahad Pettifer, who was terrific a year ago at the Toyota Center down in Houston. Today, here in Birmingham, a completely different Auburn ball club, but it's a Houston team that's a bit different, but they return a core 3. Milos Uzan, Emmanuel Sharp, and Joseph Tugler, all in the starting lineup today for Houston, and all 3 of those guys back from that team that was the national runner-up, nearly won the national championship a year ago against Florida.
Well, our fans are going to hear those 3 names a lot today because that's the core of Houston's team. The other 2 starters are freshmen on Houston's team. They're really talented, going to be good players, and certainly outstanding enough to be in the starting lineup. But those 3 are catalysts for the Cougars against the Tigers today. But we're looking forward to some more guys that we hang our hat on. Tahad Pettifer should have an outstanding day today. Certainly, Keyshawn Hall has proven that he can put the basketball in the hole consistently. Today will be the toughest test for him up to this point as far as being defended really well. And he's played against these Houston Cougars. Keyshawn Overton as well, being at Texas Tech last year and UCF respectively. They're a little bit, they know kind of what's in store for them, and I look for them to really accept the challenge.
A year ago, the leader of the scoring in the Big 12, Keyshawn Hall, was held to 6 points against Houston. You know that he wants to step up today against the Cougars, and he is averaging a double-double for Auburn, 24.3 points, 11 rebounds per ball game for Keyshawn Hall as he comes into this very, very big game here today.
Well, I think it's big for all of us, the fans as well as the team, is just see the maturation take place one step forward, because the competition leading into SEC play, this is one that will compare, but it also will give the coaches a chance to evaluate the players under this kind of defensive pressure that the Cougars will apply today. It also will express a little bit more, or solidify kind of the minutes that the guys are obtaining right now, and who should get more, who maybe should get less, and then who can we hang our hat on going throughout this preseason.
Keyshawn Murphy, who's missed the last 2 ball games with an ankle injury, expected to be in the starting lineup for Auburn today. He gives Auburn some size on the inside, some experience, Keyshawn, the 6'10 senior from here in Birmingham. You know he wants to play well in his hometown here today.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt, and I think we're all wanting him to be on the floor. The Tigers are in such great need of size, and he's a dual threat. He can post up on the block, he can score around the basket, but he's also can stretch the defense, step out on the floor, and make a three occasionally, just enough to make you honor him and open up the backside, maybe for some of those guys like Overton or Hall to slip underneath and make a layup.
It is a Houston team, and by design, I would say this. They're not incredibly deep. Kelvin Sampson just doesn't play a lot of guys. As a result, Flemings and Uzan and Sharp and Tugler and Sinek, they're going to log a lot of minutes here today, and that is by design.
It is, and they have done that, and his teams over the past many years have logged a lot of minutes, especially his guard play in that one forward position, have always played a great deal. He hangs his hat on 7 or 8 guys, and he goes with it. He's been very successful about it. Auburn, a little bit different type of philosophy, plays a lot of people up and down the floor, a little bit more fast-paced game, and you must have more bodies to endure throughout the entire season.
Today's 60-second scout is brought to you by Sensagreen, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here's Matt Gatens with the 60-second scout of Houston.
Obviously a program and a culture that is built on toughness and relentless. It's going to take a full 40-minute effort of, getting for loose balls, getting on the floor for loose balls, boxing out and take care of the ball. So that's the keys to this game. You have to be tough, have to rebound the ball, and have to take care of the ball.
What do you expect from Houston from a defensive standpoint here today?
Very, very active. They're all over the place. They're very impactful in ball screens, flying around, loading multiple guys to the ball. So we just have to make our reads and be ball strong, take care of the ball, and be there for your teammate and be a receiver. So we've had a great couple days of practice with that, and so look forward to getting out there and playing them.
What about the Houston offense here today?
They'll get out and run. They got some inside presence that they'll throw it into. Tugler's a returner, but their guards are very, 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 very good. They're quick. Freshman Flemings has been playing really well in their first few games. Sharp, their leading scorer, just an elite shooter. So obviously have to locate him in transition and try to take away his open looks. But it's a balanced attack. But at the end of the day, when they shoot the ball, it's going to come down to can we get that rebound.
And that's our 60-second scout of Houston. Brad Law joins us after the break with the SEC report, when the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
The Auburn Spirit. It's what drives champions on the field and in business. At the Harvard College of Business, that same passion shapes the next generation of leaders. With a personalized, hands-on approach, we prepare students for success, whether in the boardroom or big moments in life. Auburn Pride, Auburn Innovation, Harvard College of Business, inspiring business. Visit harvard.auburn.edu to learn more.
The Raymond J. Harvard College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harvard College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harvard.auburn.edu.
We are counting it down to Auburn and Houston, a top 25 battle in the Magic City. If you're watching on our Courtside cam presented by CBNS Bank, you just saw the Auburn Tigers take the floor. And we are counting it down to this big battle between the Tigers and the Cougars. It is a sparse slate for the conference today. Ours is the headline game across college basketball, and only one other SEC team sees action at all today, and that's tonight when 10th-ranked Florida takes on Miami in a game played in Jacksonville. It's the first meeting between these in-state rivals since 2019. Gators got by their first in-state opponent with a first-year head coach in their last time out. That was Florida State. And now Todd Golden's squad squares off with Jai Lucas's Hurricanes. Both teams at 2-1 on the young year. Tip-off on the First Coast comes at 7:30 tonight, an 8:30 Eastern tip for the Gators and the Hurricanes. That's too short for a full SEC report. The Harvard College of Business pays for more time than that, so let's do something else with our time. Let's get an early season snapshot across the league. Auburn is one of 8 remaining unbeatens through the first couple of weeks. Georgia, Ole Miss, Missouri, and Vanderbilt are all 4-0. LSU, South Carolina, Tennessee, like the Tigers, are 3-0. Georgia and Vanderbilt lead the way in scoring. Both teams are averaging over 100 points per outing, while, perhaps predictably, Tennessee and Texas lead in scoring defense. Both allow fewer than 63 points per ballgame. Missouri is the leader in team field goal and three-point percentage, while Tennessee, Auburn, and Florida have the biggest rebounding margins through the first 3-4 games. Georgia and Auburn are your league leaders in blocked shots per contest. Some individual notes. Keyshawn Hall leads all conference players in both scoring and rebounding. He's getting 24 and 11, respectively. 3 other SEC players are averaging 20 or more points. Those are Josh Hubbard from Mississippi State, Mark Mitchell of Missouri, and Tennessee's Nate Amon. Only one other SEC player gets double-digit boards per game. That's Florida's Micah Handlogden. Looking ahead to this week, only 2 other ranked versus ranked matchups on the ledger. Tuesday, 9th-ranked Kentucky clashes with number 17, Michigan State. That's at Madison Square Garden. And Wednesday, number 8, Alabama aims to bounce back from its home loss to Purdue when it faces 14th-ranked Illinois in a game played not in Champaign, but in Chicago. So these November ranked versus ranked neutral site matchups are becoming more prevalent and really good for the game. Really exciting to see these taking place throughout the SEC. That is your Harvard College of Business SEC report, counting it down to the Tigers and Cougars from Birmingham. Pregame coverage continues next when Andy Burcham sits down with head coach Stephen Pearl. We're about 22 minutes away from tip-off. Now these important announcements. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust, all ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 1. 727-771-2084.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape with stock fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Auburn and Houston here today. It's going to be a big Auburn crowd. First really big setting for this ball club. How is this team practiced as it gets ready for the number one team in the country?
Yeah, obviously it's a tremendous opportunity, and to do it in Birmingham in front of 16 or 17,000 Auburn fans, you can't ask for anything more than that this early in the season. So going to be a great measuring stick to kind of see where we're at. Obviously playing the number one team in the country, a team that's won more games over the last 7 or 8 years than any program in college basketball. So a ton of mutual respect for what they do, but obviously our guys are excited about the opportunity to compete against the best and kind of see where we're at.
What did the win against Houston at Houston mean to that ball club? And I know it's a different team this year, but what did that mean to get that win that early last season?
I think it was just more validation for where we were as a program and as a team. We went in there in a road environment and found a way, obviously, to win probably one of the best non-conference games in Auburn basketball history. So it was more just validation of how good we thought we were, and we played really well, we executed really well, and obviously beat a team that finishes the national runner-up on the road. So, we knew going into the game that we had the team to do it, and it was great for our guys to go out there and just execute and find a way to win.
What have you learned about your ball club in the first 3 games of this regular season?
I mean, we've talked about all year that it's the journey of just continuing to get better. And I thought after Bethune-Cookman each week, I thought our guys just progressed in practice and got better. But also they got to understand that my expectations for them are for them to be great. So, I'm going to hold them to a very high standard. And, after every game, I beat up on them pretty good because I want us to be, as good as I think we can be. So I need them to have as much confidence in themselves as I do in them. So it's been good to see us continue to progress and grow against lesser competition. But obviously now, it's obviously probably 4 or 5 steps up playing the number one team in the country. So our guys got to have a lot of step up tonight in order to beat a really good team.
Compare this Houston team to the team that Auburn faced a year ago.
Yeah, I think last year's team was probably further along at that point because they were just older. They're playing 4 freshmen right now, 3 true freshmen and then a redshirt freshman. So it's not as veteran as it was a year ago. Obviously, Jerron Roberts was obviously, a physical presence on the inside. And, they had some really good guards that could really spread it and shoot it. So, I think this team has obviously got a couple of its key pieces back. They aren't as good as they were a year ago at this point, but neither are we, right? We have 10 new guys. So both teams have taken, a bit of a step back as far as where they're at, but that's just, a part of what their roster makeup is. They're still obviously really, really good. They're ranked number 1 in the country. So I'm saying they're not as good as they were last year, and they're still ranked number 1 in the country. So that speaks to how talented they are. So just an unbelievable opportunity this early in the year to play against the, top-ranked team in the land.
After not having Keyshawn Murphy for the last 2 ball games, what do you expect from him today?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice to have some depth at the 5, and, having 5 guys to rotate at 4 and 5 is going to be really important because, they have a bunch of bigs that want to play, and if they only want to play 2 or 3 of them, then we got to wear them out with the 5 guys that we have. So, Murph's obviously a really important piece for us offensively because what they do is so unique. They really try and speed you up and blitz you and get after you, and to have a guy that can catch the ball in ball screen on a short roll and make a good decision with it, whether it's go score it or facilitate it, will be really important. For Murph defensively, it's just about, doing a good job of impacting and being aggressive and obviously holding his checkouts and getting rebounds. So for your first game to come back after 2 games to play Houston, obviously it's a tall task, it's a big ask, but, I know he's ready for the opportunity.
This was the coming out party a year ago for Tahad Pettiford. It's a different role for him now as your starter at point. So what's your instruction to Tahad here today on a national stage against the number 1 team?
Just be himself. You know, he can't be, you know, he can't try and do too much. You know, he just got to, you know, continue with, I mean, he's not shooting great percentages, but continue shooting the shots that you're getting in our offense, right? Don't force things, play within yourself. But, you know, I know Tahad obviously has shown in big moments to play big in these games, and, you know, I think he'll continue to do so. So he's got to trust himself, trust his teammates, trust his coaches, and the rest will take care of itself.
What will they do to try and slow you guys down from an offensive standpoint today?
Well, they're going to try and speed us up to slow us down. That's what they do really well. So they're going to really impact ball screens in the half court. They're going to really rotate and fly to the ball and try and strip and rip you. They're trying to create live ball turnovers. So they're one of the best defensive teams in college basketball, and they play very physically. So they're going to try and speed us up in the half court, try and make us make decisions that we don't want to make. We got to do a great job of playing under control, playing at our tempo, but playing physical offensively, because they're going to play very physical defensively.
Give me one key for Auburn's defense today.
Defensively, the most important thing is limiting them to one shot. You know, we have to make them uncomfortable in the half court. When they play comfortably offensively, they're really good. We got to make them uncomfortable, and we got to do a great job of keeping them off the offensive glass.
All the best today, War Eagle.
Thanks, War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Counting it down to Auburn and Houston. Number 22 against number 1 in Birmingham. And let's go back out to Legacy Arena and get some keys to the game from Coach Randall Dickey. The keys are presented by SunSouth. SunSouth John Deere, the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. All right, Coach, as we start to zero in on this one, biggest keys in your mind for the Tigers here this afternoon?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that rebounding on both ends is going to be a big part of this game, but it's imperative that the Tigers only give the Cougars one shot. Defensive rebounding is going to be, I think, the biggest key. If we can dominate that, give the Cougars one shot, I think it'll turn into a little bit more of a transition offensive game for the Tigers. It'll allow us to get into their offense a little bit quicker, but it'll also demoralize their shooting percentage, and that will help the Tigers. The second thing is you've got to pursue the offensive glass. We need second opportunities, and so we need that a little bit more going into this game, getting some guys to fly the basket, tip balls in, keeping balls alive when we shoot the ball and happen to miss. But the last and one of the most biggest things, the Tigers must take care of the basketball. Limit the turnovers, especially the ones that are unforced. Don't give the Houston Cougars, more opportunities than they deserve by turning it over, letting them get in their transition, because they're only going to run on steals and knockdowns, unusual plays on the defensive end that turns into
more numbers on the offensive end. They're not necessarily a high-octane running team, but they will run off their defense.
Kevin Overton, after Auburn's last game, KO told Andy in the post-game interview, said, I've been telling guys now for a week, when you play Houston, when the ball goes up is when you actually have to play. That rebounding is so critical. That's a mindset, that's footwork and physicality, but you got to have the mind to go to battle today when that ball goes up.
I don't think there's any doubt. Also, when you're on defense, you're going to get screened today. They're going to put body onto body. They're going to try to knock you off to open their shooters up. You must be strong mentally to fight through those screens, being able to take the hit and be persistent to fight your way on back and retrieve, and get back to your man to defend. That's going to be a big part of the Tigers today because it's the first time we've faced a team that's really pressing on setting strong physical screens, trying to get their shooters open, and us being able to fight through and getting back to our man.
All right, hang with me, Coach, because I want you to respond to our pregame medical report, which is presented by East Alabama Health. The team of first responders proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. Keyshawn Murphy being back in the lineup. You get that 6'10", 230-pound frame back in there. What do you think is realistic to expect from Keyshawn Murphy in his first regular season game for the Tigers this year?
Well, I think Keyshawn's had a lot of experience. Played at Mississippi State. He's played at a very high level. He averaged in double figures last year in the SEC play. He was at 6 or 7 rebounds a game in SEC play. So he's accustomed to a high-level game, and this is going to be a high-level game. It's something that I think that positively thinking of him. He's going to be able to stretch the defense. He can post up on the block. He can score it around the basket, but he's also can step out beyond the three-point line, stretch the defense, make a shot out there every once in a while. So it's going to make Houston's defense have to stretch out. It may open up the backside for some cutters.
And let me double back, obviously. He played against Bethune-Cookman and shot the ball well, was 8 of 9 shooting in that game and pulled in some boards too. So we have seen him this year. It's just a really good addition to get him back on the floor against this physical team.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We're much more balanced when he anchors the 5. He gives our substitution rotation much more balanced when we bring Sebastian off the bench. We bring Phillip off the bench. It gives us a little bit better balance as far as those guys rotating on the front line. It keeps Keyshawn Hall more of a tweener where he can play, the big 3, stretch the defense beyond the three-point line. When Keyshawn's out, he can also maybe post up Keyshawn Hall on the block, gives him an opportunity to score. So it's kind of a dual threat with having him back. Plus the size factor is they're a lot like short golfers. They're a lot closer to the work.
I love it. Coach, look forward to your call with Andy Burcham here as we zero in on tip-off. Thank you very much. That is Coach Randall Dickey from Legacy Arena at the BJCC. We are counting it down to the Tigers and Cougars from Birmingham. Before our final break of our CBNS Bank countdown to tip-off, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Auburn Sports Network. A marquee matchup in mid-November. The starting lineups, the opening tip on the way next. Number 22 Auburn, number 1 Houston. Straight ahead, this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live sports radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With live sports radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and number 1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a 3 to tie it. It's good! Good. To hide between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for 3. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes wide open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane to the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton. Fade away. 8-footer. Good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Freeman. Elijah. Good step to the hole and jams it with 2 hands.
What a beautifully one dribble from way behind the 3-point line. Used the Euro step and then slammed it home.
Wing for Freeman. Goes baseline to the basket. Shoots. He missed it. Got it back and put it in.
Extra effort played.
Elijah Freeman, West Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School.
Shot is up and it rolls around the rim about 5 times and Keyshawn Murphy.
What an effort. What an effort.
It's a screen for Murphy. Gets to Murphy to the hole. Good. Perfect to Murphy at the top. He'll pop a wide open 3. Good.
I think you're seeing the experience of Keyshawn Murphy come out in his late stages of the game.
Keyshawn Murphy, Birmingham, Alabama, Ramsey High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with the left hand. Score. Left side Hall. 3-ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane. Now into the lane. Bumps his man. Gets it back up. And in with a foul.
Nice 1-on-1 move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn 3-0 on the season, number 22 in the AP poll, 25 in the coaches poll. Stephen Pearl, in his first season as Auburn's head coach, 4-0 in his Auburn career. Houston 3-0 on the season, number 1 in the AP poll, 2 in the coaches poll. Kelvin Sampson in his 12th season at Houston, a record of 302-84 in his 36th season overall, a record of 802 and 354. Kingston Flemings runs the point. 6'3" freshman from San Antonio, Texas, 15.7 points, 3 rebounds, 4.7 assists. Milos Uzan at the wing, 6'4", 190-pound senior from Las Vegas, 8.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, 4.7 assists for the transfer from Oklahoma. Emmanuel Sharp, 6'3", 205-pound redshirt senior at the 3, averaging 17 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.7 assists for the redshirt senior out of Tampa. Joseph Tugler at the 4, a 6'8" redshirt junior from Monroe, Louisiana, averaging 10 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 4.5 blocks a game. And Chris Senek Jr., a 6'10" freshman out of New Orleans, 8.3 points, 9 rebounds per ball game. Today's officials, Don Daly, Ron Groover, and Marcus Pettigrew. These are all Final Four officials. Houston in the away black uniforms with the red numerals and lettering, the white trim. Auburn in the all-white uniforms, tops and bottoms, with the blue numerals and lettering and the orange trim. Give me an early key for this one, Randall.
Rebounding, physical play, 50-50 balls.
all three important aspects of this game. Be the first test for both teams early in this season as far as a high-level action. It's going to be fun to see what takes place. It's going to be really a lot of fun to see what adjustments are made throughout the game by each team.
Tugler into the center circle for Houston. Murph for Auburn. This big Auburn crowd on hand today. Houston wins the tap, and it is the Cougars to the basket to our left. Auburn to the basket to our right. Uzan off the right side with a pass for Sinek. Top of the circle for Tugler. Off the left wing for Flemings. Baseline left, shot is up, and it is good from Chris Sinek Jr. And Houston leads 2-0 Auburn on offense for the first time today.
Houston was very methodical in executing their play. They run a play almost every set down.
Auburn, low post, underneath Hall. Up, he didn't get it, got it back, put it in.
Second opportunities is a big key for the Auburn Tigers. Keyshawn Hall really stayed after that miss and stuck it right back in the basket.
2 apiece, 19-20 in the first half of play. Houston basketball, top of the circle off the left wing, it's Uzan. Uzan working on Kevin Overton there. Inside the arc to Sinek. Sinek against Hall. Tries to back his way in. Goes down. Steal. Hall ahead for Overton, but Hall was out of bounds.
Made an outstanding defensive play that time. Looks like they're going to really try to jam the ball and go to that matchup. Sinek against Hall, trying to utilize the size difference.
Houston ball out of bounds. Baseline left with 10 to shoot for the Cougars. Flemings will trigger for Houston. Off the left side for Sharp. Back to the top for Flemings. Down the left side of the lane to the hole. He got it.
Quick first step. They made a switch. The Tigers switched out, put Keyshawn Hall on Flemings, and it was just a little bit of a different matchup on the perimeter there.
4-2 Houston, Auburn basketball. Right side to Hyde Pettiford. Bounce pass to Hall, top of the key. Pops a three from there. It's short. Barely drew iron. And the rebound out of there to Houston. Leading 4-2, Cougars basketball. Flemings, right wing, three ball in the air by Sinek. He missed it. Rebound Pettiford. Up the left sideline, across midcourt to the wing. Top of the circle, three ball to Hyde. Bang!
Got it off. Good defensive transition that time. We secured the board, got it in to Hyde's hands, and what a pull-up three. That's good to see.
5-4 Auburn, 18-13, first half. Down the lane, driving one-hander. It's up and it's missed. Rebound underneath for Tugler. He went over the back for the rebound, and he's called for the foul.
Back-to-back defensive box outs by the Auburn Tigers secured the positioning. Houston going over the back, creating a foul.
Auburn on top, 5-4, 18:09 to go in the first half. Tiger basketball. To Hyde Pettiford a year ago against ranked opponents, 14.5 points, and he shot 39% from the field. He scored 19 against Houston in Houston last year. He has it top of the circle. Backs up near the center circle, gets a screen from Murphy, draws a double team to Murphy at the free throw line. Murph, 13-footer short. And the rebound pulled in by Uzan for Houston.
Just got in between positions that time. He didn't really know what to do, shoot or pass, and it just didn't work out.
Fleming's free throw line extended out to the top, three ball, Sharp good.
He can really shoot the ball. He's got a lot of experience, but he can shoot the ball from deep, and he's a catch and shoot guy, which the coaches really covered in their pregame scouting.
His 9th three ball of the year gives Houston a 7-5 lead. Right wing, Freeman. At the top, Murphy. Left wing for Overton. KO inside the arc. Hall double team. Dribbles out of the double team. Baseball pass. Right wing, it's Freeman. Free throw line, drives to the hole. Goes up. Ball was blocked. And here is Sharp the other way for Houston. Leading Auburn by 2. Sharp around a screen. Whistle. Foul against Auburn at the free throw line.
That was a really nice move by Elijah Freeman to the basket. One thing you can't do today is shoot the ball below the rim.
You got to go strong.
You've got to be above the rim level and go with it with both hands, not just one.
That was one of the instructions for Stephen Pearl at the pregame scout today with the team. Boy, you've got to finish strong against this bunch.
That's sure, because you're going to be challenged when you get to the basket.
7-5 Houston. Flemings right side. Kicks it onto the wing. Another three by Sharp. This one's long. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Auburn. Hall up the floor, up the right sideline, across midcourt. Hall, right wing, wanted to get the ball to Overton. It was deflected out of bounds by Uzan. And Auburn has the ball with 24 to shoot down the right sideline. Tiger basketball trailing 7-5.
Boy, I can't get over how big this Auburn crowd is today. This is a sellout here at Legacy Arena, and there is so much orange and blue in the stands. It's a beautiful sight.
It's an outstanding look for the Auburn Tigers fans.
Murphy, bounce pass Hall. Right wing, Pettiford on the wing. 3-ball to Hod. Missed it long. Rebound out of bounds for Freeman. It went over the backboard, and Houston will get it with 16:39 to go in the first half of play.
That was a good look by Tahad Pettiford that time on a swing pass. He had a good-looking three, just didn't go down. Going to give the Tigers a chance to full-court press right here.
Uzan will trigger. Inbound Tugler right back to Uzan. It brings it up the floor against Pettiford across midcourt. Right side pass for Flemings, who centers it between the rings. Off the right side for Uzan. Way out on the wing, near the sideline. Double team. Dumps it, free throw line. Tugler down the lane, goes up, he missed it. Tap up by Tugler twice, he missed it. And the rebound to Murphy.
Really
Here's
good.
Auburn the other way. Hall down the lane, drives, goes, shoots, didn't get it. Tap up, no. Rebound Houston. Out of there, the Cougars on the drive. Flemings to Uzan. Brings it top of the circle. Off the right side of the lane. Down the lane, Tugler. It's up, and he missed it. Rebound Tugler again, missed it. Rebound Murphy for Auburn.
Auburn Tigers doing a really good job on the defensive boards, limiting the Houston Cougars.
3-ball, Overton right side, he didn't get it. Rebound Hall, he went over the back. Wow. And our first time out of the halves. 15:48 to go in the first half. Houston 7, Auburn 5. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
Nugget Bells, Nuggets all the way.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing them when we cut down the Christmas tree.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the first half at Legacy Arena in Birmingham. This is the Battleground 2K25, along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Glad to be with you today from the Magic City. Auburn trails 7-5 early on. Auburn 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Houston 3 of 11 from the field, a perfect 1 of 1 from 3. And the Cougars, Randall, have out-rebounded Auburn 9-7 in the early going.
Well, I'm kind of glad that stat's pretty close. That means there are a lot of misses. The defense is the precedent. That's the story of the game right now. Both ends really struggling to score with efficiency on either team. And so that makes the defensive boards and offensive rebounding is a big key. And the Tigers have got a couple early, and that is a big positive as well. But I think once the game kind of settles in, offense gets a little bit more efficient, I think you're going to see kind of which team makes the quickest adjustment in scoring the basketball.
A couple substitutions for the Tigers as they bring Filip Jovic off the bench, the 6'8 freshman from Bosnia-Herzegovina, along with
Sebastian Williams Adams, 6'8" freshman out of Houston. They join Hall, Overton, and Pettiford on the floor.
Try to keep fresh bodies on the floor. Going to make the Cougars kind of work to get the ball inbounds, press a little bit hot early, and then make them work it to get it up the floor.
Uzan across midcourt for Houston in the all-black uniforms, tops and bottoms. Drifts up to the right side, outside the arc, well outside the arc as Hall comes out to greet him. Passes to Tugler between the circles. Tugler left-hand dribble, back door for Fleming, knocked away by Pettiford. On the break with Jovic. Pettiford down the lane. Running one-hander, he missed it short. Rebound, Sebastian Williams Adams in the air, tapped it back up, was knocked to the floor in the act of shooting, and Sway will go to the line to shoot 2 for Auburn.
What an outstanding defensive play by Tahad Pettiford. That's the Tahad of old right now. Help side defense, ran through the pass, went coast to coast, went strong to the basket. Probably got fouled on that shot, but it was good to see Sebastian to follow up on that offensive board.
Outstanding freshman out of Houston, St. John's High School. Free throw is in the air, and he missed it. He leads Auburn 70% from the field. He's got to improve on that free throw shooting. Came into today at 53%. Houston to its bench for the first time today, as Khalifa Sacco is in, a 6'11" freshman from France on the low post, replacing Tugler. Second free throw also missed. Rebound, Jovic, and they got him for a push-up. Boy, that's a ticky-tack foul right there. If they're going to let that go at both ends of the floor, you better be calling everything. I think Stephen Pearl talking with Don Daly about that right now.
Yeah, that's a little bit, both players were quite vertical going after pursuing that ball on the rebound, and as physical as it has been on both ends leading up to this, it's a little bit of a touch foul.
7-5 Houston with the ball and the lead. Uzan. Off the left side for Flemings, double team into the corner. Senak had a three, didn't take it. Backs his way in against Sebastian Williams Adams. Goes up for a wild shot, and he got it to fall. Wow.
That was a good play by Senak that time.
4-point lead for Houston. Low post, underneath pass for Jovic from Hall. It's deflected out of bounds. Auburn will keep it with 22 to shoot. Boy, this Houston team is so active defensively.
They are. They have great backside rotation that time, coming through, covering the backside guy, deflecting it out of bounds.
Out of bounds, baseline right. Sway triggers. Into the corner, Hall out to the top, Pettiford to Jovic. Now to Pettiford. Auburn trails by 4. Tiger basketball. Pettiford, right wing for Overton. Wants a screen. Now lobs it. Sebastian Williams Adams into the corner. 3-ball Hall off the side of the backboard. And the rebound pulled in by Flemings the other way for Houston.
That's good ball movement by the Tigers. The 3-ball didn't just go down.
Flemings off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound Overton for Auburn. Kevin up the floor, across midcourt to the left wing. Outside the arc, top of the circle. Sway off the right wing for Pettiford. Tahad, left-hand dribble, brings it to the top. 9-5 Houston. Auburn with the basketball. Top of the circle, Overton. Left side, Pettiford. 18-footer in the air. Swish! It was a three!
Tahad's got a little bit better pep to the step today, Andy. He is looking good. That was a quick move, created his opening, and a nice shot.
Pettiford. 2 of 3 from 3, cuts the lead to 1. 13:50 in the first half. Houston basketball. At the right wing, Emmanuel Sharp. Free ball for Houston, up and off. Rebound, foul underneath. Underneath the foul. I think they're going to get Sharp on the foul. Let's double check that.
I think it was an over the back, so they've called back-to-back, one on Auburn and one on Houston on that, going for the rebound.
Auburn trails by 1, Tiger basketball. The foul was against Sacco, his first.
Just showed the Tigers had a really good position there, boxing out, making Houston go over the back.
Chase McCarty comes in, replacing Senak in the low post. Auburn trails by 1, Tiger ball, 13:40 in the first half. Tahad Pettiford with a couple threes. Off the left sideline for Overton. Top of the circle. They double team him. Off the left side, Sway to Pettiford, left wing. Tahad between the legs. Gets a screen. Free throw line. 15-footer for the lead. Off the back of the iron, didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Sacco. Up the right sideline for Uzan. In the corner, 3-ball in the air. McCarty didn't get it. Rebound, tap up, miss. Auburn got a break there. And here's Auburn the other way, 3-on-2. Right wing Hall to the hole. Up, no foul.
Really nice transition offense that time. It started with Sebastian Williams Adams getting the defensive board, pushing the ball quickly, and getting it to Keyshawn Hall, and he went straight to the basket and got fouled.
McCarty was whistled for the foul, sending one of the best free throw shooters in the country to the stripe. Keyshawn, 91% from the line, shooting 58% field goals, 91% free throws coming into today. He's looking for his first free throw of the afternoon, and we're tied.
Really a solid player. Scores from multiple positions, but getting to the free throw line is one of his best traits.
Abdul Bashir replaces Kevin Overton in the lineup for Auburn, the 6'7 junior out of Omaha, and Casper College can give Auburn the lead. Keyshawn Hall, good.
That was a good offensive series that time, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line, but also controlling the momentum of this game.
10-9 Auburn. Tigers with some pressure in the backcourt, now settle into the defense. Uzan backs it up. Right-hand dribble, got two screens. Now brings it top of the circle. Hesitation down the right side of the lane. Into the corner from McCarty. He gets bumped. Around the perimeter it comes, off the left side for Sharp. 8 to shoot for Houston. Bounce pass at the top, Sacco. Off the right wing, long three by Uzan. Didn't get it. Rebound Auburn. Jovic had it, lost it. Ball is loose. Jump ball, and Auburn will get it on the arrow.
That's the best defensive stand of the year that time. The Tigers were relentless. They switched. They kept pushing Houston out, away from the basket, a step or two beyond the three-point line. Just didn't clean it up on the rebound, but they did get the alternate possession on the tie-up.
Tugler replaces Sacco in the lineup. Auburn leads by 1, 12:33 first half. Tahad across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Gets a screen from Jovic. Bounce pass to Phillip. Lost the ball, and here's a steal for Houston. Up the floor. Flemings to the hole. Hank shoots. No. Whistle foul against Auburn.
Yeah, anything going to the basket, you're going to get challenged on both ends today.
This is not a game for the timid today, friends.
You've just got to jut your jaw a little bit today and be tough and make sure that you're able to take the hit, remain composed.
Flemings misses the first free throw after the foul by Pettiford. Tahad's first. 10-9 Auburn, 12:20 in the first. For Auburn, Pettiford, Bashir, Hall, Jovic, and Sebastian Williams Adams. Second free throw is good by Flemings to tie the game at 10. 12-20 in the first half. We haven't seen the crowd completely get into this game yet.
No, but I think it's coming. The Tigers are really playing well.
Pettiford through a double team. Lobs it at the top. Bashir steps into a three. Didn't get it. Rebound Houston. And a whistle and a reach in on Jovic. And that's the second foul on Phillip.
Phillip is really aggressive around that basket, and the ball is like a magnet. He continues to reach for it. That time he kind of reached around the guy.
Yeah, and he'll come out. And Murphy is back in for Auburn. That's an easy foul. Easy foul to call, and Jovic picks it up. 5 fouls for Auburn, 4 for Houston in the early going. 12 minutes in the first. Tied at 10, Houston basketball. Off the left wing, Flemings gets a jump step to the baseline, gets the ball back. Free throw line, 15-footer, good.
That screen, rescreen, it's a two-man ball screen that Houston sets on the left side of the floor facing the basket. They drive down screen once, he reverses back, screens again, and it opened it up that time.
11:35 in the first, Houston 12, Auburn at 10. Tigers have opened up the ball game, 3 of 15 from the field. Houston 5 of 18. Houston has out-rebounded Auburn 14-12. Here's Hall at the right wing. Crossover dribble, free throw line, splits a double team, goes up, and it lodges in between the rim and the backboard, and the arrow will go to Houston after a timeout. 11:20 in the first half, our score. Houston 12, Auburn 10. Houston ball when we come back. Stay tuned, friends. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's team pride. And then there's extra Tiger pride when I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card. That's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo.
To tell you
No
that
matter
next
the
break
team,
is
no
not
matter
work.
the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Where were you when this happened?
Denver Jones up the floor. Auburn's ball. Denver drives, going down, puts it up. He didn't get it. Tap up by Brown. It's good! 1.2 seconds. Inbound Jones from behind midcourt for the win. No good! Auburn won it! Auburn won it! Holy cow!
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Brad Law back in the Auburn Sports Network studios today. Not a ton of other action across college basketball to talk about. A couple of ACC teams are playing. Virginia Tech leads Charlotte 58-47 with 13 to go in Blacksburg. In Winston-Salem, Wake Forest over UMass Lowell 66-45, 14 minutes to play. And in Big 12 country, Oklahoma State leads Texas A&M Corpus Christi 56-44 with 13 minutes to play. Let's get you back out to Birmingham once again. Andy Burcham, Coach Randall Dickey.
All right, Brad, thank you. First half today presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn trails 12-10 in the early going. Neither team shooting the ball especially well. Auburn 3 of 16 from the field, including 2 threes by Tahad Pettiford. Houston 5 of 18 from the field. Rebounding early on, 14 rebounds for Houston, 12 for Auburn.
I think defense is the number one precedent for both coaches right now. Both teams are shooting below 30% from the field. It's not about getting an easy shot. It's about trying to get open because you've got somebody in your face on both ends, and shooting covered is a lot bigger difference than shooting wide open, that's for sure.
Caden Magwood gets his first action at the point for the Tigers. He's on the floor. Elijah Freeman back on the floor for Auburn, along with Sebastian Williams-Adams, Keyshawn Hall, and Keyshawn Murphy. Houston basketball leading Auburn by 2. 11:15 on a counting clock in the first half of play.
Both teams are remaining in that tough man-to-man defense.
Fleming splits a double team, gets the ball to the wing, into the corner, 3 ball by McCarty, didn't get it. Rebound tapped up, Murphy pulls it down for Auburn. And here's Magwood up the floor for the Tigers. Freshman for Auburn out of Louisville, Kentucky. Magwood, a screen, gets the ball to Hall, out at the right side, out on the wing. Rolls it up at the point, off the left side, Sebastian Williams-Adams, 13 to shoot. Puts it on the floor, drives into the lane, goes up for a shot, draws the foul. And Sebastian will go to the free throw line where he's 0 of 2 today.
Really good move. He's going to really perfect that move from the top of the key. When he's one-on-one, he's got a quick first step. He can put it on the deck and get to the rim with it. That time, the Houston defender cut him off, ended up fouling him.
McCarty picks up his second foul, and he'll come out after this first free throw attempt by Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Just needs to take his time, make these.
And he does with the first one.
He's a lot more comfortable as the game goes on at the free throw line. It just shows he's a true freshman. And being from Houston, playing against the Cougars might have a little bit more anxiety.
I'm with you there.
Today.
Yeah. He can tie the ball game here with 10:44 in the first half. Both nothing but net for Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Really good. That's really good. Also, to let a player see that ball go in bounds This is going to be the Auburn Tigers' first possession of zone. It's that 1-1-3 matchup zone defense.
Flemings breaks that zone, kicks it right wing, 3 ball in the air, wide open, missed. Rebound to the floor, saved by Murphy, and here's Auburn the other way. Magwood at the left wing. Hands back to Freeman, drives to the hole. Euro step up, got it!
Beautiful play is a quick transition, kind of a secondary break. They bring the ball back out to the top, and Elijah Freeman was explosive to the basket from behind that three-point line.
Auburn by 2, 4-0 run by the Tigers. At the top and a foul. Well, Elijah Freeman couldn't decide if he was going to go for the steal, and he hesitated, then he collided with the Houston player, and he picked up the foul.
Well, after that outstanding offensive play, the emotions were really high. He was a tad bit over-aggressive on his defensive side. He played the basketball correctly, but the guy happened to get into his way.
Sharp in the center circle. Auburn by 2, 10 minutes to go, first half of play. In front of a packed house in Birmingham. Right side, head fake at 3 by Flemings. Drives to the hole, leaves on a dunk for Senak. He has 6.
Anytime you allow a straight line drive and the ball gets to the paint, it just opens up other areas.
Tied at 14, 9:42 in the first half. Keyshawn Hall puts it on the floor, drives to the lane, jump step, and a whistle and a foul.
Both teams got the same idea. They're putting on this segment right here has been a kind of a will of attrition as far as putting it on the deck, being strong, fighting through the contact, drawing fouls.
Uzan whistled for his first foul. That's the 6th foul against Houston. Both teams with 6 fouls. Auburn out of bounds, baseline left. Inbound near the corner, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Murphy at the top, it's Magwood. We're tied at 14. Magwood on the right-hand dribble, gets a step, drives to the hole, lays it up, missed it. Rebound Magwood underneath the basket. Kicks it on the left side. Saved nicely by Murphy to Magwood. Steps into a 3, it's short. Rebound underneath, Freeman up, got it!
That's an extra effort plays by the Auburn Tigers, won by Keyshawn Murphy, chasing the ball down, keeping it from going out of bounds. Magwood, we'll give him a pass on that one down low to Keyshawn Hall.
Auburn by 2. 9 minutes in the first half. Flemings drives, whistle and a block by Magwood. First foul on Caden, and that'll send Houston to the line. Good free throw shooting team, at least for its first 3 games. At 74%.
Both teams trying to really utilize their offense off the bounce in this last segment, put it on the deck, driving it to the basket. That time, Magwood just got a little bit over-aggressive and fouled him on the drive.
That last basket, by the way, was Hall, not Uzan, or not Freeman. And the first free throw is good for Flemings. Already, Keyshawn Hall, 6 points, 5 rebounds here in the first half.
He has really been a little bit everywhere today. He is a stat-stuffing player.
And he knocks home both free throws. Does Kingston Flemings, true freshman out of William Brennan High School in San Antonio. We're tied at 16. 8:52 first half. Magwood draws a double team. Whips a pass off the right side. Freeman puts it on the floor, drives, free throw line. Magwood, left wing 3-ball. Yes!
Oh, it's good to see a 3-ball go down. That was a good penetrating pitch. Nice pass by Elijah Freeman, and nice shot by Magwood.
Auburn by 3, 8:30 in the first half. Flemings on the wing. Double teamed out to the top for Uzan. Uzan, a 3-ball to tie it. No. Rebound. Freeman the other way for Auburn. Waits on numbers. No. Now drives out to the left wing. Hands the ball there to Caden Magwood. Auburn by 3. Tigers spread it out. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Leading by 3. 8-10 in the first. Lobs it to the low post. Murphy, or rather Hall, tried to thread a pass to Murphy. It never got there.
Yeah, Keyshawn Murphy was diving down the heart of the defense and
drive to the hole, shot is up, and a foul whistled against Keyshawn Murphy, his first, and Houston will go to the free throw line after this timeout. 7:57 in the first half of play. And Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. 7:57 in the first. Auburn 19, Houston 16. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Back to Birmingham for more of the Tigers and Cougars.
7 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the first half. Auburn 19, Houston 16. Cougars at the free throw line when play resumes. Auburn has been fortunate in one regard. Right now, although Houston has 4 offensive rebounds in the first half, it has no second chance points. Auburn has to minimize those second chances for Houston because there are players on this Houston team, as Stephen Pearl told us earlier today, they're shooting just to go get the rebound.
That's for sure. And it was my number one key going into this game is to limit the Houston Cougars to one shot. The Tigers have done that. If they can continue throughout this game over the next 30 minutes, then they're going to come out victorious just because of that stat right there, because you're exactly right. They're not a high percentage scoring team.
72.7 a ball game.
But they flat can go above the rim and rebound the ball and stick it back in. What that creates is fouls on the stick backs. They get to the free throw line. They slow the game down, make it a little bit more methodical and in their tempo that they like to play.
3 turnovers for Auburn, 2 for Houston. That's an important stat because this Houston team is +5 in the turnover margin. They only average 10 a game, but they're forcing over 15 a ball game.
Well, they're going to play aggressive defense, and both teams are doing that. I think the officiating crew up to this point has been really good and been consistent on both ends.
Emmanuel Sharp at the line for 2 out of Tampa, Florida, Bishop McLaughlin Catholic School. Preseason All Big 12 Conference, first free throw. Short. A year ago, 13 points, 2 rebounds against Auburn. Tugler had 10, Uzan had 10. And that Auburn win at the Houston Rockets home court. Second free throw is good from Sharp, and Auburn's lead trimmed to 2.
He's their leading scorer, and he's their sharp shooter.
Auburn basketball, Magwood, left wing. Whips a pass at the top, Overton, knocked away from Kevin. He retrieves it. 18 to shoot for the Tigers. Lobs a pass, deflected, and Houston has it. Houston on the break, Uzan near the right side of the circle. A turnover for Auburn. Auburn's a third of the ball game.
That was good defensive transition. After the turnover, the Tigers got back and really picked up their man.
Inside the arc, Senek working on Freeman. Senek, a fadeaway from 15. It's good. My goodness. He's 8 points.
He's an outstanding young player. That's about a 12-foot fall-away jumper over a contested hand, too.
19 apiece, Auburn basketball. 7:09 in the first. Magwood at the point. Overton on the wing against Sharp. Double team, steps through it. Drives, kicks it right side. Head fake at 3. Freeman. Step back 3 from the corner. Nope. Weak side rebound, and it's Houston with the ball. Up the left sideline, Uzan. We're tied at 19, Houston basketball. 6:48 in the first. Uzan, bounce pass to Tugler outside the arc. Tugler, back door, inside the arc for Harwell. Harwell, right back from Tugler again. Left wing for Uzan. 11 to shoot for Houston. Uzan working on Freeman. Shot clock at 8. Free ball, no. Rebound, free throw line, Overton. Whistle foul against Houston.
That's a double whammy. It's a 2 positive play for the Tigers. 1, the defensive stop. The 2, the defensive rebound, drawing the foul.
And it will send Auburn to the line for a 1 in bonus with 6:29 in the first half. Tugler called for his second foul. That's something to be aware of. And he will come out, I believe. Yep, he comes out, and Khalifa Sacco.
Tugler's he's really struggled with Auburn's size today. You know, he's 0 for 5. He does have 5 rebounds in the 11 minutes, but he has not been productive offensively.
1 in bonus for Kevin Overton out of Oklahoma City. First free throw is good. Overton, along with Keyshawn Hall, both played against Houston in the Big 12 last year. Of course, Tahad Pettiford for Auburn played against Houston a year ago. That's the only 3 on the Auburn roster.
I think that those 3 guys has given the Auburn Tigers the mentality, especially the new additions, of what type of team they're facing today.
Both free throws are good for Kevin Overton, shooting 80% this season from the stripe. Tigers back up by 2. 6:29 in the first half of play. Auburn presses until the opening pass. And then Uzan across midcourt picked up by Elijah Freeman near the center circle. Uzan down the right side, it's Fleming's free throw line. Shot is up and it is good from Senek, who has 10. And Auburn hasn't stopped him yet.
Well, we're going to have to get a bucket of water and pour on him because he is flaming hot right now. And
5 of 6 from the field.
Tough shots.
Head fake Freeman. Spins to the lane. Gets double teamed and stolen. There's Houston the other way. Left wing, 3 ball, Harwell, good.
That's what you get into. You kind of go one-on-one, and they steal the ball. They score in transition.
That's 5 turnovers now for Auburn. Tahad Pettiford back into the lineup for Auburn. Double team down the lane and another steal. Houston with a breakaway. Uzan to the hole, he lays it in. 5-point lead for Houston. And they're doing it at the defensive end of the floor, and Stephen Pearl's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, he's got to kind of stop their momentum right now because they are scoring off of their defense.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Time to tell you, though, with each Tigers three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. 5:32 in the first half of play. Looks like we need to take a break as well. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
All right, in the studio here, let's take this opportunity to check the Yellowwood scoreboard and remind you that we've got Conecuh halftime report coming up at the half when it's time. Just a few other college basketball games going on right now. South Florida leads Kennesaw State 79-70, playing that game in Atlanta. About 12 minutes to go in that contest. Western Kentucky is hosting Tennessee State, and the Hilltoppers lead the Tigers there 40-32, closing in on the end of the first half. Halftime at Cleveland State, Radford with the lead there 49-36, and Western Michigan leads South Dakota 78-72, nearing the end of that ball game. So again, fairly light load across college basketball today, but we'll give you the Yellowwood scoreboard, Auburn athletics report, and stats coming up at the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. Back to Andy and Randall.
All right, thank you very much, Brad. Jovic hands to Pettiford for 3, didn't get it. Whistle foul. And Tahad will go to the line for 3.
Well, it's a mark of a good basketball team. After a timeout, come back out. They really get a good look. They run a special play for Tahad Pettiford. He ends up getting fouled. He's got a chance for 3 right here.
That's the second foul on Uzan. We do have a local break coming up. And after this first of 3 free throws by Tahad Pettiford, which is in the air and short, doggone it. After this second one, then we'll get the first action of the ball game for Blake Mishalik. The foul was against Uzan, his second. Pettiford's second free throw is good. Tahad with 7 points. And Freeman comes out, and Mishalik is in for the Tigers. Uzan with 2 fouls comes out and is replaced by Flemings. Tahad can cut the lead to 3 right here, and does.
That's good. Cut it down to one possession. Kind of get back with a little bit more pep in your step with the Auburn Tigers. The last two possessions a little bit more demoralizing by turning the basketball over, but came back right there after a timeout, reset the tone.
26-23 Houston with the lead in the ball. Sharp fouled by Blake Michalek out at the top.
Auburn foul number 21, Blake Michalek, that's his first. That's the 19th foul.
And it will send Sharp to the line to shoot a pair. First foul on Blake, both teams in the bonus. 9 fouls against Auburn, 8 for Houston.
Yeah, the fouls have been pretty balanced. That time, Blake got a little bit over-aggressive, a little bit too far away from the basket on a foul.
Foul is good for Flemings. He has 7 points in the first half.
Tigers got to do the little things, box out on every free throw.
And that's why, because he missed the free throw. But Auburn, Filip Jovic was called for a foul trying to box out Sacco. And that's the third foul on Filip.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. I think he boxed him out, but I think he continued to push him away from the basket.
It wasn't a foul. He was in the lane early.
Oh.
So they gave Flemings another free throw, and he took advantage. Oh, that's a killer right there.
Yeah, you just gave him 1 point right there. And
28-23 Houston. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Jovic, Pettiford at the top. Left wing for Overton. Double team, step back three ball. Kevin, no. Rebound Houston. Outlet Harwell up the left sideline. It's Flemings. Picked up by Tahad. Gets around Tahad. Pull up from 15 feet. Good.
Just anytime that you gamble in the half court, they're going to drive it hard to the paint and see what happens. That time he just pulled up and shot a little 12-footer.
Biggest lead for either team in the first half, 30-23 Houston, 4:28 in the first. Jovic. Auburn needs a bucket. Head fake. Hall drives to the hole. Hang, shoots, no. Goaltend. Hall will get the bucket.
The Tigers has got it's 4:22 left on the clock. We got a 4-minute media coming up in about 22 seconds. They need to win this defensive possession right here. Try to convert on an offensive score before the media.
Keyshawn Hall, last year when UCF played Houston, scored 6 points. It was his low for the year. He has 8 points here in the first half.
He's done a good job. He's been a little bit everywhere, and he's also rebounded the ball.
Flemings gets 2 screens, centers it up, and pops a 3. It's short. Rebound, though, at the free throw line for Sharp.
So we'll give Houston a second opportunity.
All the way to the hole, put it up, missed the bottom of the rim, out of bounds off of Murphy. And that takes us to our final media timeout of the first half. 3:59 to go in the first half, the score. Houston 30, Auburn 25. Cougars ball when we come back. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Plus is the premier subscription experience for Auburn fans. It's inside access and unmatched experiences with the teams and student athletes you love. Subscriptions are available at 6 pricing levels, each unlocking access to deeper experiences and providing greater impact for Auburn student athletes. Members receive discounted concessions at all home athletic events, VIP experiences, team store credit, priority entry to select athletic events, monthly giveaways, plus access to the War Eagle Plus content network. Heisman level members or above will also now receive 1 Tigers Unlimited Foundation priority point for every dollar contributed through their War Eagle Plus subscription. Explore the site and join today. auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
3:59 to go in the first half. Houston 30, Auburn 25. Cougars have led by as many as 7 in this first half of play. Auburn's largest lead was 3, a 3-point lead for the Tigers.
We really had 3-point lead and the basketball and turned it over in that ensuing possession. But the two glaring things, Andy, rebounding has been fairly even, but the points off turnovers, Houston leads us 11-0 on that. And also one stat that I always look at, I feel like that depends on how you're sharing the basketball, how well your offense is going, is how many assists you have. Houston has 7, Tigers only have 2. We need to get a few more assists, help each our teammates, a little bit more team basketball, moving the ball from one side of the floor to the other, opening up, creating opening driving lanes, passing lanes, and making easy baskets.
Houston out of bounds, baseline right. Good to have the Auburn pep band here, cheerleaders, Tiger Paws, Aubie. Randall Dickey here today.
It's a beautiful scene here. The Legacy Arena is jam-packed for the Auburn Tigers. All the suites are filled, and the rows go all the way to the top, and it's a good feeling. I think if we were to get a couple of really good plays, something needs to excite this crowd and really get them on their feet.
They had concerts here last night and Thursday night. Too bad Randall tried to get tickets to that Brandy concert last night, but couldn't find them.
I did. I kind of like that tune.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good beat to it.
That tune. Houston basketball. Right wing, 3 ball by Senek. Finally missed one. Rebound Hall for Auburn. And then he's knocked down in a foul against Houston. He was actually fouled twice, wasn't he?
He certainly was, but he was strong on that defensive board. He roped it in, pulled it to his chest, and chinned the basketball. Houston, as they were running by him, was slapping at him, and he finally kind of pushed him down.
3:47 in the first half. Keyshawn Hall back at the line for Auburn for a 1 and bonus. That's the 9th foul against Houston.
This is not a bad way to go to kind of regain the lead right here. We're down 5. Get to the free throw line. Anytime that you're behind, you want to score when the clock's not moving.
Free throw by Keyshawn is good. Senior out of Cleveland. Came in averaging 24.5 points, 11 rebounds a ball game. He can cut the lead to 3 right here.
I would get it down to 1 possession, put pressure on our defense to really guard the Houston Cougars this coming possession.
Both free throws are good by Hall. That cuts the lead to 3. It's 30-27 with 3:47 to go in the first half. A little 4-0 run right now by Auburn.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a rise out of the crowd right now.
Flemings, left wing against Murphy. Head fake at 15. Passes back out to the top for Sharp. Sharp, head fake at 3. Top of the circle for Flemings. 10 to shoot. Drives, pull-up jumper. Good.
One of the tough plays, good defense, hanging all over him. He just made a really tough shot.
Their 2 freshmen right now have combined for 23 points.
Well, they're big cogs in their wheel this year, that's for sure. They are really talented.
32-27. Houston. Nice pass. Off the left wing. Head fake. 3 ball. Overton, yes!
That's good basketball right there. Every player touched the ball. It went from one side of the floor to the other, and Kevin Overton buried the 3.
2-point game. 32-30.
Orange and blue is on their feet.
Oh, a foul is called. A moving screen against Houston.
2 really good plays. Everybody's on their feet now. It gives the Tigers a lot of momentum.
Khalifa Sacco picked up his 2nd foul, and Auburn with an opportunity to tie it or take the lead right now. 2:49 to go in the first half. Auburn down by 2 with the basketball. 3/4 of the court to go. And you hear that Auburn crowd. Freeman, top of the circle. Hall, left wing Overton. Back to the top for Hall. Murphy, hands to Pettiford. Near a double team, passes to Hall. Head fake at 3, penetrates down. Lice pass, Murphy to the hole, good!
That's a beautiful two-man play between the 2 Keyshawns. Double Ks, 2-man plays.
We're tied at 32. Timeout Houston. That'll get the crowd into it.
Yeah, he's got to stop the momentum. Even though the Tigers are behind, they've got the momentum. They tied it up with 2:21 left. got a chance to close this half out on a pretty good run.
Auburn has made its last 3 field goals, 5 of its last 7. Houston led 30-23. Now we're tied at 32. Good to get Murphy in the scoring column for the Tigers. That bucket off of a great feed, his first of the first half of play.
The defense has just been stellar, but the offensive end, they've moved the ball from one side of the floor to the other. They've had crisp, sharp passes. They've made Houston's defense have to change positions, and it's created openings.
Last couple times down the floor, Auburn's been really good passing out of the double teams, Randall.
That's most effective because they changed their ball screen defense to trapping. And so anytime that you trap the ball and you have 2 guys on the ball, the first pass out of that has got to be the most effective. Tahad did a terrific job with that in that previous possession.
Tied at 32, Houston after a timeout. Back on the floor. Cougars 37.5% from the field. Auburn up to 33.3%.
If we could get a good run through and a slam dunk, it would really raise the roof again.
Fleming's across midcourt against Kevin Overton. Out to the right wing, gets the ball to Emmanuel Sharp. Around the perimeter comes left side for Mercy Miller. Left wing, head fake at 3. 18-footer in the air, it's up, and it is good by Flemings, who has 14 in the first half.
Wow.
Holy cow. Flemings 5 of 8 from the field.
He's an outstanding freshman guard, that's for sure, from San Antonio, I think.
34-32. Houston on top, Auburn ball. Freeman. Ball out of his hand, he got it back. Got to be strong with the basketball today against Houston. 3 ball. Murphy, or rather Hall, put it up, didn't get it. Murphy got the rebound. Whips a pass. Hall for 3 in the lane. Yes!
It's a great skip pass, went from one side of the floor to the other. Keyshawn Murphy gets an assist on a buried 3 by Elijah Freeman.
35-34 Auburn. Freeman with that 3. Auburn with the 1-point lead. Drive to the hole. 18-footer in the air by Sedek. No, but he was fouled on the play by Hall.
Tigers are saying that, a lot of those players from Houston kicked their feet out in front of them on their shot. They felt like they did at that time to create the foul.
And Fleming's at the line, not Fleming's. It's Harwell at the line to shoot 2. Perfect this year from the free throw line from Pocatello, Idaho. Foul against Tall, his second. Free throw is good. He can give Houston a 1-point lead with 1:15 to go in the first half. And he does.
Harwell's a good player. He came out of, like you said, hometown is Pocatello, Idaho. He went to an academy in Utah before going to Houston.
Right side. Freeman drives to the hole, goes up and under. No, but a foul. No foul called. And here is Houston the other way, leading Auburn by a point with under a minute to go in the first half of play. Houston basketball. Sharp to the free throw line, to the basket. He put it up, he missed it. Rebound Hall for Auburn. Down 1 Auburn ball. 46
they go for
seconds
2 for
in the
1,
first.
try to score quickly where they can get the ball back. I guess not.
Hall will back up almost to midcourt. Waits for the offensive call. 17 to shoot for the Tigers. Auburn kind of spreads it out for Keyshawn Hall. Now to Tahad.
Big offensive possession for the Auburn Tigers this half. Down 1.
8 to shoot. Pettiford. Double team. 4 to shoot. Free throw line. Murphy. Back door. Shot is up and blocked out of bounds. And that should be a shot clock violation, I think, against Auburn. Yep, that ball never got the rim.
Yep. Well, that was nice passing. Elijah just didn't get the handle on it to stick it in the basket, but it was point blank.
They're going to look and see if there's any time left for Auburn on the shot clock. While they do that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Sharp's shot was blocked, the third of the first half for Houston. They're checking right now on the replay monitor to see if there's any time left for Auburn on the shot clock. If there is, it is very little. All in all, though, Randall, right now, Auburn down by a point. And it looked like Houston was going to make that run. They got up 7, and Auburn made its own run. 19.7 seconds on the game clock. They're going to give Auburn 0.6. Basically catch and shoot right now, isn't it?
That's plenty of time. 0.6 is you can actually catch and shoot. When it gets to 0.3, it has to be a tap. So you can actually put it in your hands and release the ball on, let's say, an alley-oop or a quick pivot and three-point shot or a quick pivot right at the basket.
Hall with 10, Pettiford with 8, the top 2 scorers for Auburn. 15 for Flemings, 10 for Senek. They're true freshman starters for Houston. Auburn out of bounds will flatten it up.
I think you'll see something right in front of the rim, Andy, is what I think you'll see. Some type of play where it's a catch and shoot right in front of the rim.
Freeman will trigger baseline left. Lobs it. Murphy puts it up. He didn't get it. And the rebound to Houston with 17 seconds in the first half.
Got to hold it position defensively right here.
Auburn got a good look at it. 5 or 8 seconds in the first half. Flemings with 15 and a 3-ball. Make it 18. Holy cow. What a first half for Flemings, and the first half comes to a close.
He was cool as a cucumber on that three-point shot. It just kind of froze Kevin Overton as he was coming down. He was so deep, I don't think Kevin thought he was going to shoot it, and he just pulled it up and buried it.
18 for Flemings on 6 of 9 shooting in the first half. And at the half, the score. Number 1, Houston, 39. 20th ranked Auburn, 35. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here is Brad Law.
Okay, Andy, thank you very much. Auburn holding its own on the glass. In fact, Auburn winning the rebounding battle by 2 in the first half and holding its own in every other way. It's a 4-point ball game, a 2-possession game through the first 20 minutes. Top-ranked Houston leads number 22 Auburn, 39-35. Fleming's doing his best to Hod Pettiford impression. Big game, true freshman, away from home with big numbers in that first half. All the numbers coming up a little later on. Right now, we'll start with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard and just a handful of other games that are in progress now across college basketball. No other ranked teams are in action at the moment. Later on today, it will be number 2 Purdue in action against Akron. The only other SEC team on the floor today and the only other ranked team to play today is number 10, Florida. Gators will host another in-state opponent with a first-year head coach when they tangle with 3-0 Miami coming up in Jacksonville, Florida at 7:30 tonight. Some games that are in progress right now across college basketball. In state, Samford in overtime leads at Central Arkansas 83-77. They're nearing the end of overtime there. In the ACC, it's Virginia Tech trying to cling to a lead over Charlotte. Hokies lead the 49ers 73-67. They've got 2 minutes to go in Blacksburg. In Big 12 territory, Oklahoma State trying to get to 4-0. Cowboys lead 1-3. Texas A&M Corpus Christi 80-64. Western Kentucky leads Tennessee State 51-43. They're at the half in that matchup. And also from our state, just underway in Huntsville, Alabama A&M hosting Lindenwood, and they're just underway in that game. A couple of finals of note from earlier today. It was Wake Forest big over UMass Lowell in Winston-Salem, 109-75. In a battle of unbeatens, Ohio State edged Notre Dame today in Columbus, 64-63. And another game of note tonight is UNLV, or this afternoon in a little more than an hour. UNLV plays at Memphis. Josh Pastner, the coach of the Runnin' Rebels. It's his current team against his old team, the Memphis Tigers. Memphis 1-1, UNLV 1-2. They'll play that in Memphis in about an hour or so. That's what's going on across college basketball on the Yellowwood scoreboard. We'll take a peek around Auburn athletics when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. Tigers trail top-ranked Houston by 4 at the break in Birmingham, 39-35. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the worksite to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Bertram. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
War Eagle Plus is the premier subscription experience for Auburn fans. Memberships start at just $14.99 per month. Members receive discounted concessions at all home athletic events, VIP experiences, team store credit, priority entry to select athletic events, monthly giveaways, plus access to the War Eagle Plus content network, featuring brand new video content, including original, never-before-seen, behind-the-scenes access, off-the-field storytelling, special series like Earn the Stripe, Auburn All Access, and The Flight. Heisman-level members or above will also now receive one Tigers Unlimited Foundation priority point for every $1 contributed through their War Eagle Plus subscription. Your favorite athletes, exclusive interviews, archival footage, iconic moments, and so much more. Explore the site and join today. auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage since 1947, a real winner.
This is the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. 22nd ranked Tigers trail top-ranked Houston by 4 at the break, 39-35. Time for a look around Auburn athletics. It's presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Larry Vickers leads his first Auburn women's basketball team into action in 2 home games this week. The Tigers host Georgia State tomorrow night at 6 before entertaining Rutgers Thursday night at Neville Arena. That's the first of 2 home games against Big Ten teams coming up. They're only separated by a few thousand miles, Rutgers and Oregon coming up on the home schedule. Coach Vickers' team is 4-0 with an average margin of victory of more than 30 points. 5 players average double-figure scoring, led by Jamia Harris's near 14 per contest. Tomorrow night's game against Georgia State is Fan Appreciation Night. You can get tickets to that and any women's basketball game at aubtix.com or on the Auburn Game Day app. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night. That's Tiger Talk live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. Interim head football coach DJ Durkin, as well as equestrian head coach Jessica Braswell, join us at the restaurant. We hope that you will too, either in person at Baumhauer's or on the radio or the app, or however you make Tiger Talk a part of your Monday night starting at 6 p.m. And then, of course, we all get back together at Jordan-Hare Stadium Saturday as the Tigers entertain Mercer. That's a 1 p.m. kick against the Bears, a high-scoring, prolific offensive Mercer team coming into Jordan-Hare Stadium. A 1 p.m. kick, coverage at 10 a.m. Central Saturday. That's your Auburn Bank look around Auburn athletics. Tigers trail Houston 39-35, and in a 4-point game, just a couple of stats leveraging one way or the other can make a difference, and that is certainly the case in today's ball game. We'll give you all of the numbers, the pertinent stats from the first 20 minutes when the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report continues in a moment.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Houston, nice pass. Off the left wing, head fake, free ball. Overton, yes!
That's good basketball right there. Every player touched the ball. It went from one side of the floor to the other, and Kevin Overton buried the three.
2-point game.
One of 5 triples for the Tigers in the first half. Overton 1 for 3 from long range, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist for KO. All of your stats in the first half presented by SeatGeek. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all of the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek. Auburn trails 39-35, and all the numbers except one, or the categories except one, are fairly even. Auburn is shooting just 32% from the floor, 10 of 31, 5 of 14 from long range, 10 of 13 at the foul line. Houston at 40%, 14 of 35. Cougars 3 of 11 from Treyland, and 8 of 10 at the charity stripe. So Houston made 4 more shots and took 4 more shots in the first half. Why did they get more opportunities? Turnovers. Here's the one that you highlight, the one you put the star by. Auburn has turned it over 6 times. Tigers have taken it away just 3. Points off turnovers. In a 4-point game, Houston has 11, Auburn has 2. So the Cougars are plus 9 off of turnovers, and they lead by 4. Auburn leading the window war. Auburn with 22 rebounds to Houston's 20. Offensive rebounds, Tigers with 7, Cougars with 6. Second chance points, in fact, are all Auburn, 7-0. Second chance opportunities for the Tigers. Points in the paint are plus 6 for Houston. So second chance points plus 7 Auburn. Points in the paint plus 6 for Houston. Those kind of balance each other out. 10 ties and 8 lead changes in the first half of this one. Individually, it is the freshman getting it done for Houston. Kingston Fleming, 6 of 9 shooting, 18 points. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers. Chris Sinek, the freshman center, 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting. 10 points, 4 rebounds in the first half, and only 1 personal foul. So Sinek and Fleming's together, 28 of Houston's 39 points. They were 11 of 16 from the floor. Everybody else on Houston's team combined just 3 of 19 from the floor in that first half. For Auburn individually, Keyshawn Hall, the leading scorer and rebounder as per usual, 10 points and 7 boards. Tahad Pettiford knocked down his first couple of shots today. He has 8 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 2 of 3 from long range. They've held Tahad without an assist so far today, so they've done a good job defensively on him as an overall part of the offense. Also 5 points for Kevin Overton and Elijah Freeman, 3 points for Caden Magwood, 2 for Sway and Keyshawn Murphy. In his return to the lineup, Murphy also grabbed 5 big rebounds for the Tigers. It all adds up to a 4-point deficit. We've got your second half coming up. Thanks for listening to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. We'll send it back to Birmingham on the other side of this timeout with top-ranked Houston leading number 22 Auburn 39-35. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our On Cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Coming out of halftime, Tigers trail by 4, 39-35, as we welcome you back to Legacy Arena in Birmingham with Randall Dickey, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios on the Plains. I'm Andy Burcham. 39-35 Houston. Points off turnovers. Houston 11, Auburn 2. Second chance points, perhaps surprisingly, Auburn 7, Houston none. The Houston freshman, Chris Sennick Jr., 5 of 7 from the field. Kingston Fleming, 6 of 9 from the field. Nobody else has more than one field goal in the Houston lineup. Those two freshmen were fabulous in the first half.
They really were. They've been very productive. The defense by the Auburn Tigers has been good. It must continue to be good, maybe even be a little bit better. Create a little bit of offense off of the Auburn Tigers defense would help as well. Scoring, rebounding, one of the most important things is to limit your turnovers, because even though the Tigers only turned it over 6 times, the Houston Cougars really capitalized on a lot of those.
Yeah, off the 6 turnovers, they scored 11 points. Tahad Pettiford, Keyshawn Hall, Kevin Overton, Keyshawn Murphy, and Elijah Freeman, the Auburn 5.
Next thing going into this is one of the things that will help the Auburn Tigers grow as the season goes on. This is the time in the second half. You must know how much time is on the clock. You must know what the score is, who's ahead, and by how much, and understand momentum and when to and when not to do things momentum-wise on the decision-making.
Auburn ball to open the second half of play. Freeman down the right side for Murphy, just inside the arc, hands to Pettiford for 3. He's no good.
Not a bad way to start. First possession, they tried to get the ball, ran a nice play to get Tahad open. He just did not go down for him.
Uzan. Off the top, it's Sennick. Sennick hands the ball back to Uzan. Off the right wing, picks up the dribble. Low post for Tuggle. Sennick down the lane, double hand dunk.
Just a quick basket cut right there. The defense wasn't too stellar for the Auburn Tigers. They were just a little bit lax, not as aggressive as they had been. Houston comes out and knifes to the basket and lays it in.
19-13 in the second half of play. Houston by 6. Murphy between the circles for Pettiford. Off the right side. Head fake at 3 by Freeman. Inside the arc. Passes out to the top for Overton. He'll pop a 3. Good!
Gives us a good chance. Gives us a little bit of momentum right there. Picks us up on 2 negative plays. Comes back with a 3-point play right there. It's just a really big positive. Cut the lead back to 3.
41-38 Houston. 18:45 in the second half of play. Houston basketball. Tugler inside the arc, down the left side of the lane. Works on Murphy. Kicks it on the wing for Flemings. Pull-up jumper, baseline left. He didn't get it. Rebound out of bounds. They're going to give it to Houston.
It's really tough. That ball goes above the rim. You've got to be up there. You got to put your mitts on it and then pull it back to your chin to really secure it. That time it just became a volleyball match. Knocked it out of bounds.
18:33 in the second. Houston ball. Tugler, left side of the key. into the key. Picks up the dribble, gets the ball at the top for Emmanuel Sharp. Down the right side of the lane, pull up from about 8. It's good.
Third leading scorer. He just picks up where he left off in the first half. They're getting the ball a little bit too deep inside the three-point line on Auburn Tigers defense.
43-38 Houston, Auburn ball. Overton out on the left wing, top of the circle for Pettiford. In a double team. Gets a pass to the corner. All to the basket. Goes up, missed the reverse layup. Auburn wanted to foul, didn't get it. Here's Houston the other way. Fleming's on the wing at the top. Wide open three, ball center. Good.
Just got to get back defense. You cannot make two mistakes. You can't miss a layup and then come back and not pick up your man in defensive transition. Houston Cougars are too good. They'll capitalize on those.
Houston's outscored Auburn 7-3 to open the second half. Lead 46-38, biggest lead of the ball game. Pettiford working out there against Flemings on the right side. Crossover, drives, Euro step, up, good.
Beautiful, nice little Euro step using his offhand, which he's strong left-handed, but he used his right hand to lay it in the basket. Good to see Tahad get us off right off here in the second half.
46-40, Houston with the lead in the basketball. Flemings between the rings. Throws it away, threw it behind Sharp and out of bounds.
Defense by the Auburn Tigers picked up their pep in their step that time. They are a lot more aggressive on the basketball, forced the turnover.
Auburn basketball down by 6. So we approach the 17-minute mark of the second half. Tahad Pettiford, top of the circle for Freeman. Elijah all the way to the hole. Goes up and jams it with the right hand.
What a slam dunk by Elijah Freeman from the top of the key. Puts it on the deck with his left hand and flies to the basket with a roaring one-handed slam.
And an and-one opportunity.
With authority.
Senek whistled for the foul, his second. Boy, when he got the step, there was no question what he was going to do with that one.
Holy smokes, that is up and away, flying high, but what a powerful dunk by the long, lanky 6'8" transfer.
Free throw in the air, and he missed it. Rebound Overton mid-lane, and he's fouled.
Unbelievable. Kevin Overton skied that time for an offensive rebound off the free throw miss.
Second foul on Houston in the half. Auburn keeps the basketball, trailing by 4, 16-48 in the second half.
Gives the Auburn Tigers their first baseline out of bounds underneath their basket in the second half. Execution is really crucial in these games that is so high level.
That's a
every possession is important.
Third foul, by the way, against Uzan, and he'll come out. And Isaiah Harwell comes in. Auburn out of bounds, baseline right. Freeman will trigger. Lobs it mid-lane. Hall turns, bumped up, good.
Beautiful. What a play call from the out-of-bounds baseline. Gets the crowd involved. Nice left-handed hook by Keyshawn Hall.
6-0 run by Auburn. 2-point lead for Houston. Long three, Sharp, no. Rebound mid-lane, Tugler knocked away by Auburn. Pettiford lost it, foul. I think Pettiford was fouled, I think. Yep, Auburn ball going the other way.
Excellent hustle by Tahad Pettiford, sacrificing his body, diving on the floor and getting fouled in the same play.
Tugler whistled for the foul. That's his third.
Got a chance on this possession to tie or take the lead. This place is going to erupt if we can make it do that. I'd like to see us get a three-point play, conventional or otherwise, just to go ahead.
Freeman at the top. Works down the left side of the lane to the hole, lobs it up there. Wild shot, didn't get it. Air ball. And here is Houston the other way. That's not the shot Auburn wanted right there. Down the lane, drive to the hole. Tugler puts it in. Great feed from Flemings.
Well, it's back-to-back mistakes right there. You take a marginal shot, and then you don't get back and pick up your man and give up a slam dunk on the other end.
4-point lead for Houston. 15-52. Make that 16-52 in the second half. It is 15-52. Auburn basketball. Overton at the right wing. Drives to the free throw line down the lane. He got bumped and he's fouled. And that foul will go against Sharp, his second. And they're racking up fouls quick here in the second half, and it takes us to our first timeout. 15:42 in the second. Houston leads Auburn 48-44. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
For our Basketball University T-shirt toss.
When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
15 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the second. Houston has led by as many as 8 in this game, led 46-38. Auburn has come back to cut the lead to 4. Tigers have the ball coming out of the timeout. I guess if there's one stat, Houston has committed 4 fouls early in this second half. Uzon has 3 fouls. Tugler has 3 fouls. 2 of their starters.
That's 2 of the main cogs in the Houston Cougars' wheel, that's for sure. One thing that the level of play offensively has been much better by both teams. Houston's 4 for 6, 66% from the field. The Tigers are 4 for 7 at 57. What I mentioned earlier right before the half, in this second half, and it's something that Elijah is going to have to learn as he gets older through this system, and you're at this level of play, knowing what the score is, knowing who's got the momentum, and knowing your decision making. He made an outstanding flying level dunk. Kevin Overton got a rebound off his miss, but he came right back, kind of forced the shot, and then gave a wide open layup to Houston. The tide will change really quick as far as the momentum is concerned on little plays like that.
Out of bounds, baseline left. Keyshawn Hall will trigger for the Tigers. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Hall lobs it in. Sebastian Williams-Adams. Pettiford now at the top. Looks left, goes right to Overton. 11 to shoot for Auburn. Overton inside the arc. Murphy back to Overton. Out to the top, Pettiford. Underneath Hall, to the Hall, got it!
That's nice ball moving, great teamwork by the Auburn Tigers. Good call by the coaches coming out of the timeout. Moving the ball, everybody touched it. One side of the floor to the other, found Keyshawn Hall underneath the hole.
Back to a 2-point game. Houston with the lead. Flemings, drive by Sharp. Running one-hander, it's good. Watch out if he gets hot.
They scored so easily, they put it in his hands right after the timeout as well.
Back to a 4-point lead for Houston, 50 to 46. Pettiford, low post. Sebastian Williams-Adams out on the wing, double team, low post. Murphy up, no foul. And Murph will go to the line for 2 for Auburn. What? Just like to see him go up and jam that one.
They was right there, point blank. I'm not for sure he wasn't too far underneath the basket to create that, but with his long arms, a nice wraparound dunk would have been good.
That is the 3rd starter now for Houston with 3 fouls. Chris Senek, Joseph Tugler, and Milos Uzan. And Murphy at the line for 2 for Auburn. Senior from Birmingham, Ramsey High School. First free throw, missed it. Auburn now 10 of 15 from the line today. Just a fabulous atmosphere here at Legacy Arena in Birmingham. Senek will come out, and Chase McCarty, redshirt freshman from Madison, Alabama, is in. Murphy's second free throw is good. Cuts the lead to 3.
Somewhere along the line with 14:47 left this second half, the Auburn Tigers going to have to make a defensive stand and maybe need to have 2 or 3 in a row. If you could get a turkey and get 3 in a row, boy, that would change the momentum.
Fleming's out. Uzan with 3 fouls is back in for Houston. He brings the ball across midcourt. Uzan in the center circle. Left wing pass for Harwell. Back to Uzan. 20 on the shot clock. Gets a screen. Picked up there. Into the right corner. 3 ball from McCarty. Didn't get it. Rebound tapped out for Houston. Sharp for 3. Nope. Rebound. Auburn had it. Here's Auburn the other way. Hall on the break. 3 on 2. Hall. Right wing. 3 ball. Pettiford. No. Rebound. Overton from 13. No. And the rebound for Houston. Ball still loose. Still loose. And Overton slow to get up. The arrow goes to Houston here. And Overton lying on his back to the right of the lane. He gets up. And Houston will have it on the alternate possession.
Well, it's great hustle by hand. Keyshawn Murphy that time.
Holy cow, if that 3 by Pettiford falls to tie the game, this place would have come apart.
It was a good look, good offense. Tahad'll usually make those right there. We get a couple of more of those opportunities and he'll stick it in the hole.
Auburn shooting 50% in the second half. Houston even better at 55.6% in the second half of play.
Pretty high-level offensive game. Both teams been pretty efficient this half.
3-point Houston lead, 14 minutes, 3 seconds of the second half. Uzan, double teamed on the wing. Further down the right wing for Harwell. Harwell brings it out to the top, gets the ball to Sharp. Sharp against Pettiford, 10 to shoot. Sharp gets a screen. Bounce pass at the top. Now to Harwell, straight away 3. No. Rebound to Auburn. Hall the other way for the Tigers.
Really was strong on that rebound like you should be. Put his mitts on it and chin the ball.
Hall drives to the hole up. He didn't get it. No foul. Yes, there was. It was a block by McCarty. His 3rd foul. And Keyshawn will go to the line for 2 for Auburn.
That's going to put him at the line. I was wondering if the Tigers would run something since Uzan is back in the game so quickly with 3 fouls, if they would run something to try to isolate him.
That's their 4th player with 3 fouls tonight. And Keyshawn Hall at the free throw line for Auburn. 14 points, 9 rebounds for Keyshawn. Opportunity to cut the lead under 3. It's now 2 as he knocks home the first free throw. Overton comes out, and Elijah Freeman back into the lineup for Auburn.
Auburn Tigers being really persistent. They just keep clawing and scratching, trying to inch their way up to gain that lead.
Hall can cut the lead to 1. Good.
Be a good time right here. 13:32 to go. Get a good defensive stand. Get a stop.
Fans come to their feet at Legacy. 1-point Houston lead. Uzan between the circles. Down the right side of the lane to the hole, and he's blocked out of bounds by Tahad Pettiford.
That's 2 outstanding point guards. 2 of the best in the country going at it head up.
Houston out of bounds baseline right. Uzan will trigger. 17 to shoot for the Cougars. 1-point lead for Houston. Lobs it to Harwell in the corner to Uzan at the right wing. Drives on Hall. Goes up. Didn't get it. And a foul called on Hall. Will send Uzan to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, that was a pretty gutsy play by Uzan. Just with 3 fouls, leaning his shoulder into Keyshawn Hall, running the chances of getting an offensive foul and his 4th foul, but in turn, Keyshawn Hall fouls him, puts him at the free throw line.
Milos shooting 50% from the stripe. There's a couple. First is good. Transfer from Oklahoma, preseason All Big 12, a second-team preseason All-American.
Well, he's a Houston Cougars catalyst. They can't hardly play. That's the reason they put him right back in the game, even with 3 fouls. They can't hardly play without him.
He knocks both free throws home, gets it to a 3-point game again. with 13-11 and counting in the second half. 52-49, Houston. The pace of this game is at Houston right now.
That's for sure.
Hall, top of the circle. Sebastian Williams, right wing. Low post, Freeman to Murphy. Murphy in the lane. Turnaround, fadeaway, no. And the rebound on the weak side, Sharp. Went right over Sebastian Williams-Adams to get it. Sharp, right wing, head fake at 3. Drive to the hole, Flemings. Low post, out to the top it comes for Sharp. Shot clock at 16, Sharp drives, up and under, didn't get it. Rebound, fought for, out to the top. Left wing, in the corner, 3, ball Sharp, good. They just had too many chances.
Big possession. You give the Houston Cougars second opportunities, second and third opportunities. You've got to be stronger for the Auburn Tigers, more physical, be more determined to retrieve the ball off the glass.
6-point lead for Houston, 55-49. Tigers need a bucket, friends. Elijah, top of the circle for Auburn. Puts it on the floor, drives, goes down, and here is Houston the other way. Flemings, right wing, Sharp. Another 3 for a 9-point lead, didn't get it. Rebound, whistle, foul. It's going to go against Houston. No! Are they calling this against Auburn?
Will put us at the free throw line. I think he fouled him on the rebound. Keyshawn Murphy will probably get a chance to give 2 free throws.
I think they called that against Auburn, friends. Timeout on the floor. We'll get to it when we come back. 11:59 in the second. Houston 55, Auburn 49. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Business, we give you the competitive edge that sets you apart. Our programs combine classroom knowledge with practical experience, supported by mentors and career experts who align your education with your goals. It's a personalized approach that builds confidence and creates opportunities. Be ready to lead. Be ready to innovate. Harbert College of Business, inspiring business. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Auburn women's basketball is back in action Monday, November 17th as they host Georgia State. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. Central, and tickets are available at aubtix.com. Come out and support Coach Vickers and the Tigers as they continue to build in year 1. Make your plans now to see the Tigers take on the Panthers in Neville Arena. Monday night at 6 p.m. Central. War Eagle!
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Light schedule across college basketball, but a quick in-state update on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Alabama A&M and Lindenwood are tied at 26. They are 3 minutes shy of halftime in that ball game. And earlier today, Samford was a winner in overtime over Central Arkansas. Bulldogs get a road win 84-77. Tiger Talk tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Andy Burcham has you covered from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. DJ Durkin, Jessica Braswell on the show. Hope you'll join us at the restaurant or on the radio or however you listen to the Auburn Sports Network. Let's get back out to Birmingham, sort out the foul situation and what's next with the Tigers.
All right, the foul, Brad, was called against Elijah Freeman. It could have been both ways, but Freeman was called for the foul. It's just the second against Auburn, but Houston, with a 6-point lead, now gets an opportunity to add to that lead here with 11:59 to go in the second half of play. 55-49 Houston. They've done a nice job of minimizing Auburn's run game today, Randall. Not real surprising. That's what Houston does.
Well, I think the offensive decisions, miscues by Auburn, and also the second opportunities. Houston Cougars have got 12 offensive rebounds, none bigger than that last possession when they moved it around and hit a 3 by Sharp.
Second chance points evened out a little bit. It's 9-7 in Auburn's favor. Houston out of bounds. Baseline right. They get it right back to Uzan at the free throw line. Head fake from 13, goes up and got it.
Real efficient. They really executed on that baseline out of bounds. Tigers got to be a little bit tougher defensively. The Cougars just kind of inching their way out with a bigger lead.
7-0 run for Houston, leads by 8. Down the right side of the lane, Murphy works, turns, shoots, scores.
Tigers come right back, go to Sebastian Williams-Adams for a nice post-up jump hook over his left shoulder.
It's his first field goal of the day.
Tigers change defenses, try to change the momentum. They're in the 1-1-3 matchup zone.
57-51 Houston. 11-16 second half. Sacco to Flemings. Drives to the free throw line. Kicks it on the wing. He throws it away. Auburn ball.
Good decision by the coaches right there. Changed the momentum, jumped into a zone matchup. Houston didn't do a very good job attacking that. This gives the Tigers the extra possession.
Jovic, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Overton, Freeman, and Pettiford for Auburn. Tahad splits a double team. Down the lane, to the left hand, goes!
That's quick going, quick by Tahad Pettiford. What a move. Weaved his way, snaked his way through the defense for a layup.
That's the lead to 4, 57-53 Houston. 10:45 in the second half. Left wing Uzan, outside the arc. Brings it out to the top from Sharp, right back to Uzan. Drives on Overton to the hole, he laid it up and got it.
So tough. He is one of the best point guards in America, certainly one of the best guards the Tigers will face all year long. Got to stay in front of him, got to make him shoot over the top, not give him an angle to the basket.
59-53 Houston. Auburn basketball in the right corner. Overton to cut the lead in half. Nobody's fouled.
Several times today, Houston has fouled the three-point shot. That's not going to make the Houston Cougars bench very happy right there, but the Auburn Tigers, this is opening up a window to try to step through and cut this lead.
Emmanuel Sharp's third foul will send Kevin Overton to the line for 3. 10-18 in the second half. Houston by 6. The Cougars have led by as many as 8 a couple times there in the second half.
Seemed like the Tigers have been pretty persistent of fighting their way back.
First of 3 by Overton. Missed it. Auburn 13 of 19 from the line here today. Second free throw. Second one is good. First free throw of the second half for Kevin.
He's played well. He's had 9 points, 4 rebounds. He's got 23 minutes under his belt.
Sacco and Harwell come out. Senek and Tugler right back in. This is their starting 5. Flemings, Uzan, Sharp, Tugler, and Senek. Overton tries to cut the lead to 4. And he missed the second free throw. Rebound comes to Flemings.
Somewhere along the line, the Tigers got to be stay consistent defensively and get some stops.
Flemings to the corner, now top of the circle, Uzan. Uzan against Freeman, got a screen. Picked up by Jovic in the switch. Senek in the corner for 3. Good.
Just a straight penetrating pitch.
Biggest lead of the ball
Uzan has really got the Tigers in his hip pocket. He is controlling and orchestrating all of Houston Cougars offense. Penetrating pitch for an open 3.
62-54 Houston. Tiger ball. Jovic. One dribble, hands the ball to Pettiford. Tahad for 3. Good.
Wow, what a three-point shot by Tahad Pettiford, giving the Tigers an opportunity to fight their way back.
His best game of the year, he has 15.
Really looked good on that shot.
62-57 Houston. Cougars 7 of 18 from 3, Auburn 6 of 19.
Created a rise out of this crowd.
Flemings, ball deflected. Sebastian Williams-Adams throws it ahead, and then Jovic turns it over. Almost a no-look pass by Jovic. All he had to do was hang on to the ball and regroup. Left wing Sharp, 3-ball Houston. No, rebound Jovic. Hands the ball to Overton. Auburn down 5 with the ball. Overton drives to the hole. Goes up, he didn't get it. And the rebound to Houston.
We need to introduce number 0 into Tahad Pettiford in a transition offense. Get that ball in his hands. We will learn as time goes on. But what a game this has been. What a level of play.
62-57 Houston with the lead in the basketball. Uzan at the top, it's Tugler. Tugler picks up the dribble. to Uzan, to the hole. He didn't get it. Rebound comes to Auburn. Freeman ahead for the Tigers up the right sideline. Gets the ball to Tahad Pettiford. Down 5 Auburn ball. 8:14 on a counting clock in the second. Jovic, top of the circle for the Tigers. Hands to Pettiford. Backs it up. Tahad with 12 to shoot. Tahad, long three. Oh, just missed it. Off the back of the iron, and the rebound comes to Houston.
Wow. Good defensive transition. They stopped the ball. The ensuing layup from the Houston Cougars. That's good. Keep their defense tough.
Flemings to Uzan between the circles. Off the right side, Sharp against Jovic. One-on-one. Drives on Phillip, knocked him down, shoots from the baseline. He missed it. Rebound tapped out, whistle foul. I think this is going to go against Houston.
This is bodies all over the floor.
Yeah, there are.
The basket right now.
And a timeout to boot. They're sorted out. That foul was against Houston. Auburn ball when we come back. 7:34 in the second. Houston 62, Auburn 57. On to Victory, proud to be the official events experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment. Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage since 1947, a real winner.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Welcome back to You Did a Thing, the only game show that rewards tiny victories with the new Frosted Berry Whataburger from Whataburger. Today's contestant is being challenged to spell his niece's name. He's writing to Haley on the gift, and he spelled it with an E-I-G-H? That's correct. You've earned a new Frosted Berry Whataburger with blueberry bursties, topped with sweet cold whip. Also enjoy prickly pear raspberry for a limited time.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control.
Let's start with rebounding. Houston has out-rebounded Auburn today, 34-29. Turnovers in this one. 8 for Auburn, 7 for Houston. Houston has done a better job of creating off of turnovers, outscoring Auburn 13-6. 7 steals for Houston, 4 for Auburn, 3 blocks for Houston, 1 for Auburn, and yet Auburn trails by 5 with 7:34 to go in the second half. The foul going into the timeout break was against Chris Senek Jr., the 6'10 freshman out of New Orleans who played at Link Academy in Branson, Missouri. That is his 4th foul. So they've lost their second leading scorer. Well, actually tied for their leading scorer with 18, Chris Senek.
Well, he's been an absolutely outstanding player today. He's got 18 points, 9 rebounds. Good to see him get the 4 fouls. They'll end up taking him out, at least keep him out until maybe the 4-minute media. But the biggest thing is Auburn Tigers have got to get Milos Uzan under control. He just has been knifing through the defense.
They've turned it over to Uzan and Sharp, two of their veterans in the second half after the freshmen led them in the first half.
That's for sure, but the Tigers are in good shape right here. Only down 5.
And Auburn's in the bonus.
It's time to start winning possession after possession.
All right, time to make some free throws as well. First of the one in bonus for Kevin Overton. That's good.
That's really good right there. Come back right out of a timeout.
He can cut the lead to 3 right here with 7:34 to go in the second half of play. Out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and he missed it. Rebound, fought for Oklahoma, and Houston gets it. Boy, Auburn's missed 3 of his last 4 from the line. And Auburn is 15 of 23 from the charity stripe today.
Auburn Tigers got to continue to be persistent defensively and make it tough on the Houston Cougars to get a good, easy look.
Magwood in, giving Tahad a rest right now. Uzan picks it up. Low post, wide open Tugler for a dunk.
Trying to give Magwood a little bit of a double team right there, but we left the roller wide open at the basket.
6-point lead with under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Left wing Murph hands the ball to Hall. Double team. Throws it. Oh, it comes to Overton. Low post Murphy. Sebastian Williams-Adams for the two-hand stuff.
Really good interior passing by Keyshawn Murphy to Sebastian Williams-Adams for the slam dunk. Might give the Tigers a little bit of momentum right here. Down 4 with 6:35 to go.
Pettiford in at the next break for Auburn. Uzan at the top. Right wing Sharp. Low post Tugler against Hall. Backs his way into the lane. Goes up, and he missed it. And the rebound tapped to Overton. Down 4, Auburn ball.
Really good shutout by the Tigers on defense.
Drive, Sebastian Williams lobs it. Murphy up with the right hand, good!
Really good interior passing. Those 2 front line guys been big offensively for the Tigers the last 2 possessions.
2-point game. 6:04 in the second. Houston basketball Sharp. Near midcourt. Left side Flemings drives all the way to the hole and scores.
Wow. Just a straight line drive from behind the 3-point line all the way for a layup.
Auburn's deficit is 4. 5:45 in the second. At the top, ball deflected. It comes to Hall at the top of the key. Down the left side of the lane. 18-footer Hall. No. Tapped up Sebastian Williams. No. Rebound Tugler.
It's an absolutely battle around that basket right now. There's lots of bodies being pushed, hands being grabbed. You've got to be tough and determined.
Freeman and Pettiford coming in at the next break. Fleming's at the top. Houston by 4. 5:15 in the second half. Left wing at Uzan. At the top. Around the perimeter it comes to Sharp. Sharp drives to the hole. He laid it in.
It's back-to-back straight line drives by the Houston Cougars. The Tigers must be a little bit better defensively.
Timeout Auburn. As much as anything to get Tahad Pettiford and Elijah Freeman back in the game. 4:55 in the second. Houston 68, Auburn 62. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
30-second timeout.
Legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Auburn women's basketball closes out a 5-game homestand Thursday night against Rutgers. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. Central, and tickets are available at aubtix.com. Come out and support Coach Vickers and the Tigers as they take on the first of 2 Big Ten opponents this season. Make your plans now to see Auburn battle Rutgers in Neville Arena Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
After 2 straight driving baskets by Houston, Stephen Pearl calls a timeout at the 4:55 mark of the second half. Auburn trails by 6, 68-62. Houston shooting 52.6% from the field. Auburn 50% from the field in the second half. Keyshawn Hall, 3 straight double-doubles this season. He has 16 points and 10 rebounds. His 16 points lead Auburn. 15 for Jahad Pettiford, 10 for Kevin Overton. Houston with a 4, make that 3 in double figures. 20 for Flemings, 18 for Senek, and 13 for Sharp.
It's been really a high-level contested game, especially in this second half. The offensive execution has been better by both teams, and it's got to be down this last 4.5 minutes. You got 55 seconds left for another media, so it's really crucial. You probably got 2 possessions in here. You're going to try to win both of those. Try to cut into this lead a little bit more. Free throws down the stretch, Andy, they become really, really big.
Auburn is 5 of 10 from the free throw line in the second half.
And overall, about 65%. We got to be a little bit better than that. We need to shoot 100%. Let's make them all down the stretch. But the biggest things are going to be some loose balls. There are going to be some 50-50 balls. The Tigers could gain some extra possessions by coming up with those.
Pettiford, Freeman, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Keyshawn Hall, and Keyshawn Murphy, the Auburn 5. Auburn ball, out of bounds, down the right sideline. Trailing by 6. 4:55 in the second half.
The sideline out of bounds play by the Tigers get a chance to run a play here, a set play.
Murphy, Pettiford, right wing 3 ball. Jahad didn't get it. Rebound, Sebastian. Low post. Up and by Hall, and he got it to ball.
Oh, a nice offensive rebound by Sebastian Williams-Adams. He just laid it in there, spoon-fed Keyshawn Hall for the layup.
4-point game, 68-64 Houston. High post, Tugler. Right corner 3 ball, it's in the air. It's missed, the rebound Hall. McCarty missed the 3, Auburn down 4 with the ball.
Be smart right here, we got a big possession. Let's get a good shot.
Hall at the left wing. Crossovers, had the 3, didn't take it. Give and go, Hall to the hole, up, he didn't get it, but he was fouled. I believe by Tugler, that would be his 4th.
That's really good right there. It's a good give and go from the top of the key, but it looks like Keyshawn Hall might be grimacing just a little bit on the floor there.
And he'll have to come out as Clark Pearson comes on the floor, Auburn's athletic trainer. Oh dear, he is holding his, well, he was holding his right leg. He now gets help to come up, but he'll have to come off the floor.
Houston will be able to dictate
Hall,
who shoots that free throw that's in the book, right?
Well, and Hall, it looks like it's his right leg. He's having trouble putting any kind of weight on that right leg right now.
He may have came down on someone's leg as he made the initial give and go play. He was airborne, and I kind of got blocked out once he finished the play, but when the whistle blew and they drew the foul,
boy, he is getting help getting off the floor, and he cannot put any weight on that right leg at this point. And he is 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Someone's going to get a good opportunity to come in and make a couple of free throws right here.
Hey fans, it's time for the Basketball University Jumbo Jersey.
4:14 to go in the second half. They have gone to a timeout, so we'll take it as well. Auburn shooting free throws, and we come back 68-64 at Houston. Auburn basketball continues. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep it right here. We have another timeout coming at the 4-minute mark.
I'm not for sure. They sent both teams to the bench. I think it's a media, Andy.
We will tell you, I think we've got to keep it here at the 4:14 mark. It looks like they have gone to a break. We'll keep it here and pray that we get another timeout before the end of this ball game. The big concern right now is Keyshawn Hall, who was fouled on his way to the basket with Auburn trailing by 4, 68-64. Hall was fouled. It would be a 2-shot foul for Auburn, but with Hall out of the ball game, who will shoot the free throws for Auburn at this point? Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. All right, I just watched Don Daly come over to the TV, folks. We are up on a concourse level. We are not at court level. And if I can interpret correctly, I believe he may be indicating that Keyshawn Murphy will be the one shooting the free throws for Auburn. Keyshawn does not have a free throw made this season.
Well, it'll be a good time to start, that's for sure, because he's going to be at the free throw line a lot throughout this season.
That foul against Tugler is also his fourth. So both Tugler and Senek, they're two starting bigs with 4 fouls apiece, but probably about time that we'll see Senek come back into the game with 4 fouls anyway.
Yeah, they'll go to that 3-man rotation, try to protect one of those guys. And I think this could be a huge possession right here, or a huge situation for the Auburn Tigers. If Keyshawn Murphy is elected to be the free throw shooter, make these free throws. We are scratching and clawing. Houston is bending and bending, but eventually we're going to have to break through and try to tie this game up and regain the lead.
Back on the floor, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Keyshawn Hall, Todd Pettiford, Keyshawn Murphy, and Elijah Freeman.
They're going to.
Well, guess what? Hall is in the ball game.
He sure is. I don't know.
I guess since there was a timeout, he can come back.
Maybe they called a quick timeout like that, media-wise.
There was a timeout called, so Hall at the line for 2. Well, how about that?
We got a break there.
Key at the line for 2 with a chance to cut the lead to 2 at the 4:14 mark of the second half. First free throw. Good.
Nobody the Tigers would like to have at the free throw line any better than Keyshawn Hall. He has proven himself throughout this season.
Made the first, the second we would cut the lead to 2. Made them both.
And they're going to take him out.
Yeah, he'll come out now. Well, that was gutsy, wasn't it?
That was gutsy.
Overton replaces him, so it is Pettiford, Overton, Freeman, Hall, and Murphy. The Auburn 5 down 2.
Tigers go back to that 1-1-3 zone. Try to stymie the Houston Cougars offensively.
Flemings to Uzan between the circles. Shot clock at 16. 2-point lead for Houston. Uzan against Pettiford.
And then after the first pass, they go back man to man.
He's working at the top, drives to the hole. He missed it. Rebound. Rebound, Houston, foul on Auburn.
That was a big play.
Sure was.
Tigers did a great job making Uzan miss the layup, but did not come up with a defensive rebound, and Houston got their mitts on it.
Foul is against Auburn. It's just the third for Auburn in the second half. Houston out of bounds, baseline left, leading by 2. In the corner, it's Sharp left side to the wing. Now the top of the circle for Kingston Flemings. Flemings, pull up from 15, he got it.
Boy, he's tough. That young man is a freshman, but he has got a left-handed 2-bounce dribble and just rises up over the top of you and scores it.
3.5 minutes to go in the second half. Houston by 4. Pettiford at the top. Sebastian Williams, head fake, drives to the hole, goes up, no, foul. Now Sebastian needs to go to the free throw line and knock a couple home. Foul goes against Chris Senek Jr., and he's done for the day. He had a good day too, friends. 18 points and 9 rebounds.
What an outing for that young man at this level of play as a freshman.
So Senek is out. Sebastian Williams-Adams, 2 really good freshmen. Senek from New Orleans and Sway from Houston. And Sway is at the line to shoot 2 for Auburn. 3:22 to go, Houston by 4. First free throw. Didn't get it.
Every one of them is really important right here. He needs to go back, regroup, go back to his routine.
Yeah. He's had a tough day from the line. He's 2 of 5. Can cut the lead to 3 right here. He missed them both. Doggone it. Houston by 4 with the ball. 3:18 on a counting clock in the second.
Tigers go back to their man-to-man this time.
They spread it out offensively to Houston. Flemings wants a screen. Gets it. Murphy out on Flemings on the left wing. Kicks it to the corner. Now Uzan. Step back three. Good. Wow, that's a big play.
Well, that guard play by Houston has just been outstanding the last 2 possessions.
Auburn misses 2 free throws at the other end to cut the lead to 2, and Houston gets a 3 ball and leads it now 73-66. Boy, oh boy. On the wing, Pettiford near a double team. Gets the ball to Murph off the left wing, Overton. Top of the circle, 3 ball. Freeman didn't get it. Rebound comes to Overton. He'll pop a 3. Go, no good. Rebound saved. Overton off the inbound, drives to the hole, put it up, nobody's fouled.
It's good scramble, got a second opportunity by the offensive rebounding by Elijah Freeman, kicks it out to Overton. He immediately drives hard to the basket and draws the foul.
Going to the line for Auburn, number 1, Kevin Overton, shooting 2.
73-66, Houston, 2:23 to go. It was the freshmen that led the way in the first half. It has been their veterans in the second. Uzan and Sharp. Free throw is good for Kevin Overton.
You make this free throw right here, you're down 5. 2-possession game with 2:23 left. Every possession becomes magnified.
Auburn does not have Keyshawn Hall available, it appears, injuring his right leg. Made a couple free throws, then came out of the ball game. Second free throw by KO. Good.
Tigers going to extend their defense, just kind of make it tough on the Houston Cougars.
5-point lead for Houston. 2:23 to go. The inbound is Sharp. And a whistle and a foul on Sebastian Williams-Adams. Will send Sharp an 83% free throw. Well, no, that's only the 5th foul or 4th foul against Auburn in the half, isn't it?
We've still got 1 to give, right? Maybe 2 to give.
First foul on Sway. 2:21 to go. Houston by 5. Uzan will trigger up the sideline in the backcourt. Gets it ahead for Sharp across midcourt for Houston. By 5, Houston with the lead in the ball. Fleming's in the center circle. Working against Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Their game has been penetrating pitch the last 2 possessions. We'll see if the guard play will continue that.
Gets a screen. Flemings. 3 ball by Flemings. He didn't get it. Rebound, Auburn. Sebastian Williams-Adams is tripped.
Could be a big miss. That's a foul.
Yeah, it should be. It is a foul against Tugler, and he just fouled out, I believe.
Going to put some Williams-Adams back to the free throw line.
Where it's been a struggle.
Sway, it's time to open up the sack right here and knock him down.
Tugler fouls out with 4 points and 7 rebounds. And Sebastian Williams-Adams with the clock stopped at the line with Auburn trailing by 5, 73-68.
We cut this, make these 2 free throws right here. It's a 1-possession game with about 4.5 possessions left.
Sebastian Williams-Adams 2 for 6 from the line. Missed it. 2 for 7 from the line. He can cut the lead to 4 right here with 1:54 to go.
His teammates are cheering him up. He's just going to have to take a big, deep breath, go back to his routine, have confidence in himself.
Got that second free throw.
That's
cut the lead
come back.
to 4. And a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Our score.
Auburn calls a 30-second timeout.
It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 1:54 to go in the second half. Auburn trails 73-69 to number 1 Houston in front of a sold-out Legacy Arena in Birmingham, and I'd say 90% of this crowd is in orange and blue.
Not any doubt
here
about
today.
that. And they've witnessed a high-level action basketball game today. Both teams have just played their hearts out. Need to see the Auburn Tigers kind of make a couple of really nice plays here in this last 2 minutes of the game. Yeah, I think if we could ever tie it up or get ahead, I think they could win going away.
Take on game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try and decide. All right, what do you do defensively here without Hall, who still on that Auburn bench?
Well, I think you still have 1 foul to give. Is that correct? We got 1 foul to give. So
There's still 4 fouls for Auburn. Auburn has 3 fouls to give.
It's time to be extremely aggressive, denying everywhere, forcing Houston to really have to work to get the ball inbounds.
Full court pressure by Auburn. The inbound is Sharp. Now to Uzan, and Auburn will back up into its half-court defense.
Now it's time to really be tough right here, be physical defensively, keep the ball out of the paint.
Auburn comes out to trap. They get it off the right sideline to Uzan. They were going to trap Flemings. Uzan with 14 to shoot. 1:36 in the second. Houston by 4. Uzan down the left side of the lane, spins into the lane, out to the top. Ball deflected. Freeman has it. Freeman to the top. Down the lane, Overton goes up. He didn't get it, but he was fouled.
He's going to go to the free throw line for 2. What a defensive play by Elijah Freeman to create that steal. Kissed it off to Kevin Overton, and Kevin drove hard to the basket to draw the foul.
A foul from inside, a pass inside from Uzan, and Freeman stepped in front of it, kept it alive, and then Overton fouled, and Auburn's at the line for 2, down 4, with 1:26 to go in overtime, in regulation. Free throw, good.
Kevin's been really good at the free throw line today. 7 for 10, that'll put him 8 for 11 on the day.
Second free throw could cut the lead to 2 with 1:26 to go. In and out. Oh, dear.
Tigers can still pick up full court and pressure the ball. They're one possession game.
Up the floor, Flemings. Whistle, timeout, Houston. 1:18 to go. Timeout on the floor. And this is a 30. So we'll keep it here. 1:18 remaining. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure that they're protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Boy, free throws stands out like a sore thumb. Auburn 11 of 20 from the free throw line in the second half in a 3-point ball game.
It is a lesson that the Auburn Tigers will learn as they go through the season. It's really important, whether it's the first one or the last one. The last 5 minutes, it's just always magnified when you miss. But you got to shoot free throws a lot better than that. But you still have this game in reach. A good defensive stand right here with 1:18 to go.
Houston ball in front of its bench. It will trigger. 22 to shoot for the Cougars. Flemings will be face guarded by Murphy. In the backcourt, Uzan. Across midcourt to Flemings, left sideline. 15 to shoot for Houston. 3-point lead for the Cougars. 1:08 in the second. Off the left side, there's a near steal. Ball is loose and out of bounds. Auburn! Again, Freeman stepped in front of the pass. He deflected it up with a Houston player, and Auburn gets the ball down 3 with 1:05 to go.
Back-to-back sensational defensive plays by Elijah Freeman have given with the play of Kevin Overton has given the Tigers an opportunity here.
Pettiford picks up the ball, 1:04 to go. Down 3 Auburn basketball. Pettiford at the left wing. Gets a screen, brings it out to the top. Off the right wing, Freeman. Low post is Sebastian Williams. Underneath Murphy. To the hole with a 2-hand dunk. 1-point game.
Tigers did a great job. What interior passing between Keisha Murphy.
One more stop, Auburn. One more stop. Down 1. 73-72 Houston. Uzan between the circles, guarded by Overton. 35 seconds in the second half. Uzan on the wing, throws it to the top for Sharp. 5 on the shot clock. Sharp lost it, got it back. 3 to shoot. Long 3. Air ball. Auburn ball with 23 seconds to go.
Unbelievable. What a defensive stand. Unbelievable. The Tigers just were relentless. They were just swarming all over the place.
6-0 run by Auburn. 6-0 run by Auburn. 23.3 seconds remaining. It's a 1-point lead, and Houston calls a timeout. 2 straight turnovers and a great defensive stand to force a wild three by Sharp and a timeout. We'll take it. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hey Auburn fans, if you're a nursing mother, wounded veteran, special needs family, or caring for an elderly loved one, Snazzy is here to support you. This season, snag free parking passes for select families at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Plus, Snazzy gives away a VIP package every home game. Nominate someone in these groups at snazzy.org. Everything Snazzy does is thanks to Karen.
Yes, come back to me.
Modern air conditioning. Head to snazzy.org now to learn more and apply. Snazzy.
All right, here's the situation in Birmingham. 23.3 seconds to go. Auburn has trailed by 8 on a couple of occasions in the second half. But the Tigers have forced 3 straight turnovers against Houston, have gone over a 6-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Houston has not scored in the last 2:34, and Auburn trails by 1 with the basketball at midcourt with 23.3 seconds to go.
It's really important right here to get a shot. It's imperative in 23 seconds you're going to have something driving toward the basket. They're going to run some type of play, probably keep the ball in Todd Pettiford's hands, get something going toward the basket.
Sway, Pettiford, Overton, Freeman, and Murphy, the Auburn 5. It is full length of the floor, and it will be Pettiford to bring the ball up the floor. Across midcourt with 20 seconds. Gets the ball top of the circle, down the right side of the lane. Goes up, and it's blocked out of bounds by Houston. Auburn ball with 13.9 seconds to go.
It's really good. It drove it to the basket. Houston made a good defensive play that time. Now it comes baseline out of bounds. None bigger up into this early in the season to execute, set good screens, create an opening for somebody on a baseline out of bounds.
And Auburn calls a timeout. I believe Auburn called the timeout with 13.9 seconds to go in regulation. There was a little yapping going on between the two teams. They now go to their respective benches. 13.9 seconds to go in regulation. Auburn trails Houston 73-72.
It's a final timeout for the Auburn Tigers.
And we'll quickly go to Brad Law. Get us an update. Bradford.
Memphis 8-5, though they've only played 3 minutes there. In Huntsville, Alabama A&M leads Lindenwood 45-42, 12.5 to go. Harvard and Marist tied at 10, 8 minutes in. Going to get it back to you to see.
1 point Houston lead, 13.9 seconds to go. Auburn will have it out of bounds, baseline right. Pettiford, Freeman, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Kevin Overton, and Keyshawn Murphy were the Auburn 5 going to the timeout break. And they are the 5 coming back on the floor. And Freeman, it looks like, will trigger for Auburn. Folks react. They see Bruce Pearl and his granddaughter on the screen here. Oh, what this would be. What a big win this would be for this Auburn ball club and Stephen Pearl here. 13.9 seconds ago, Auburn will flatten it. They got Overton in this corner to the left and Murphy in the corner to the right.
Well, as you remember, in the end of the first half, we had .6 right at the basket. If they do something like that, try to draw a foul.
Inbound Sebastian Williams-Adams, right side of the lane. Ball deflected out of bounds, intended for Pettiford, knocked out of bounds with 10.9 seconds.
That's going to
go.
Create a sideline now. It's going to be a sideline out of bounds play in front of the Tigers bench.
1 point Houston lead, Auburn ball, 10.9 seconds. Freeman, the inbound Murphy to Sebastian Williams-Adams at the top. Now to Pettiford, 7 seconds. He defends or gets to the basket. Head fake goes up. It's blocked out of bounds. And Auburn will get it with 0.2 seconds. They need to take another look at that. That was out of bounds off of a Houston.
He was standing out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out of bounds. They need to take a look at the replay after the block off the hand of Pettiford. That ball was out of bounds with plenty of time for Auburn. And he's tried to show it here, and then they cut it off. Auburn got the ball to Pettiford. Tahad was blocked right now with 0.2 seconds to go. And they're going to look and make sure that that clock or that time is right. Oh, yeah, the Houston player was out of bounds with 2.5 seconds to go.
Yes. That's going to give the Tigers ample time if they make that call.
Yeah. Let's see if Auburn, they're going to put 1 second on the clock.
That's plenty of time. Tigers got an opportunity to 0.6 at the end of the first half. We threw the ball and got a really good look in front of the rim by throwing it to Keyshawn Murphy using his size. Look for the Tigers to do something like that. They'll also set a screen opposite side.
1 second to go. Auburn trails by 1 to the #1 team in the country.
What a game. It's unbelievable. It's right here in the hands of the Tigers. Something good take place right here. Throw the ball right close to the rim.
Out of bounds baseline or right near the corner on the sideline. It will be Freeman to trigger. Auburn trying to get a little more room for Freeman and moving some guys off the bench because this pass will come from in front of the Auburn bench. 1 second to go. Freeman looking for an inbound. Throws it. Murphy got it. Couldn't get off the shot, and Houston wins by 1. And Stephen Pearl is out looking for a foul, and he didn't get it.
Unbelievable.
Murphy went down. He never did get a shot off. And you hear the Auburn crowd. Houston wins by 1. Auburn had 3 shots in the last 23 seconds. First 2 shots were blocked, had 1 second to go. They inbounded it to Murphy, who got the ball but never did get a shot off. And Auburn loses an absolute heartbreaker to the #1 team in the country here today. Houston wins by a score of 73-72. Stay tuned.
Battle.
Yeah, really was. Auburn trailed by 8 late. As a matter of fact, scored the last 6 points of the basketball game, but Houston prevails 73-72. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next as Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison. And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.